25th anniversary. That's pretty massive.
25 years is a hell of a long time to run a comp.
25 years of one continuous contest.
It's our 25th wedding anniversary, eh?
Oh, it's a huge achievement for the club.
Pretty amazing for a small grassroots event to be 25 years going and getting stronger every year.
Starting in 1996, progressed so much, mate.
It's come a long way, like from the first comp where we had a little tent on the point to what it is now.
It's become like a full-on big festival on the point.
It's pretty much packed point like back in the Stubbies days.
Depth is growing too, like the surfing, the standard is amazing each year, and it's about surfing a single fin out of Burleigh and having fun. Mate, having fun is half the fun.
Our tribe gets out and surfs the old school boards. That's how we've looked at it.
It's a highlight of Gold Coast surfing calendar.
Single fin. The single fin's everything, mate.
And we're live here at the 25th annual Burleigh Single Fin Festival. I'm your commentator, the two-time Gold Cone Peace Award winning surf journalist, Scum Valley's finest himself, the punch-drunk pikey, the Sultan of psilocybin, Simivi. And I'm joined here on the mic by women's pro surfer, DJ, entertainer, Sunny Coast born, Gold Coast based, Queen, hashtag Yes Queen, Dimity Shimmy Disco Style.
Thank you for the intro. Wow, that was very exciting.
What's going on, Dimity? What do you make of this lineup? It's the absolute dregs of tropical cyclones, Seth. We're scraping the barrel. Nothing but black scunge for the boys and the girls.
Oh, it's the absolute dregs, unfortunately.
Still better than the Bondi Rip Bowl. Still a couple of nice little double ups and rock runners.
Yeah, definitely. And we've got Brizzo. He's been out there winning this heat so far. And I just found out that his real name's Paul Sermon, so I'm very excited about that.
Me? Wow. Oh. Mackenzie Bowden, the natural footy. Is he a Kiwi originally? He's got a faint accent.
Yeah, I think he's from our island friends over there.
Couple down the line too. A bit more sand wide of the rocks. Two strategies in play here. The old guard are surfing the classic Stubbies Pro bank off the rocks there, and the young Groms have gone down the point a bit. Scoring potential at both ends of the spectrum. Paul Sermon, Brizzo. Burleigh Loke Dog in
Local
the lead.
Lord.
Hoy, 90s iconoclast, Merriweather Board Riders, Big Wig.
It's actually so exciting to see Hoyo out there. I want to see him. I feel like he's probably riding a twin fin, to be honest. If I was to take a wild guess, Hoyo, he's definitely on a twin fin.
You reckon he's milking it? You reckon he's I wouldn't put it past him. Hoy, he's one of them guys. He wants to win at all costs.
Yeah. It's actually looking better on the high tide, though, isn't it?
Yeah. What have we got? Dead high coming up at midday.
Yeah, I think so.
So looking for conditions to, I've no idea, deteriorate, improve. Look, there's going to be waves all day. That's all we can say. We got an east swell hanging in there at about 2 to 3 foot, super consistent, pretty short period, pretty onshore, but there's good shape to it. So there's going to be waves all day today, waves all day tomorrow. It's going to be on for the young and the old, Dimo.
Oh, look at a little wide roll in from Red.
Oh, it's a
Mackenzie. Look at the style on him. He loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah, what do you make of Mackenzie surfing? He's kind of a bit of a retro surfboard exponent, isn't he?
Yeah, well,
often surfing on twins and stuff.
Admire that outfit. The pink board shorts, checkered with his red singlet. He's looking very good, and he's I think he's owning that little single fin style. Sam Littlechild. See, all the young guys have taken the wide peak.
Little Child, big body
and
talk.
The old boys, here we go, up the point. Brizzo, he's found the spot, and yeah, he's really can't be stopped out there at the moment.
Yeah, he's absolutely gallivanting to victory. You'd expect Mackenzie, I think he'd probably be the top form surfer.
Yeah, I'd say lineup. In this heat for sure. Like, it's just for, he's at the top of his game. He's full professional free surfer, as you call it.
True. Well played.
So yeah, it's a nice little title for him.
Fresh off his Oscar award-winning performance in the Stab Highway. How was that Friars Tuck Lieutenant Sipowicz kind of set up here?
Oh yeah, he's actually just he's such an entertaining guy. Absolutely love him, and I think everyone does. He's hard not to.
Little check turn.
How's the style on this though? Wow, look at that, doing nothing and looking good. I love it, Hoyo. You're the man.
It's kind of the key to single fin surfing, isn't it? Economy of movement, good wave read, just pure lines, and gaffing it when you get the opportunity.
I know, I think the judges will appreciate that. You know, it was a wave that did nothing, but it looked good. He looked really good doing it.
Channeling Nat Young, the old school one.
Yeah.
On that little slouched.
It's actually like, it's almost, you just hope that the waves start pumping just to give these guys a bit of justice, you know, like... Just to have a heat with a guy, someone like Matt Hoy in the same heat as someone like Mackenzie Bowden, and even we've got JS, Joel Scott out there. He hasn't had much luck finding one yet, but it'd be nice to watch these guys just shred.
That's right. Come on, Huey, just give us one tapered, nice little bowl for Hoy to absolutely cleave. What's your memories of this part of the world, Dimo? I know you moonlight as a DJ.
Yeah.
I know you've played a few gigs up here at the Burleigh Pavilion over the years, but what about the wave itself? You've got a couple of Mondo cones up in the cove.
Oh, definitely. I think Burleigh has one of the best little barrel sections on the Gold Coast when it's working. And finally JS is on something. Sharing this one with Yellow. I think they're fair way apart. In the spirit of single fin riding, I think sharing waves is great. Yeah, couple of crossovers.
Oh, MP loved sharing them back in the day, didn't he? Might have been one of the best to ever share a wave.
Oh yeah.
Kira, that's for sure.
I think Hoyo's going for length of ride. He's not up on
he's way on the inside. He's either going for length of ride or he's going for a schooner at Burleigh Pavilion, because he's
in.
very close to the rock. He's going dead straight. Well, he's going to get a little bonus section on the inside. Nah, it's a wrap.
He's going straight in for the
schooner o'clock. Gauge Road, single fin brew time. Wow. Jai Glindeman opening up with a smooth like silk repertoire of forehand carves. I'm joined on the mic by former World Tour surfer, the son of a concreter from Gerringong, Mitch Cruz.
Mate, good to fucking see ya.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
How good?
We got a bit of a scorcher of a heat. We got bloody Parko, Glindo. We're frothing.
Mate, this is a stacked heat. Kyle Robinson, Drew Adler, Ed Hatcher, and Neil Nicholas. We've got basically two generations of Billabong Style Master. They're kind of cut from a very similar cloth, Parko and Glindo.
Yeah,
right down to the O on the end of the name.
Yeah, it's good that Glindo's kind of got a Glindo nickname. Like it's got an O nickname, Credo, Glindo. Saw that on the Swellians. You guys had the Margot, Glindo, Credo, all the boys. But yeah, no.
Are you even an iconic Australian surfer if you don't have an O on the end of your name?
No, it's sick. I've been spending heaps of time with Jai. Like, he's the best little dude ever.
Isn't he?
Oh,
lovely little character, man.
biggest
Very
fan
humble,
of his
very
surfing,
stylish surfer. Cruisy little Grom. God, he got a stoinker in that Kiriswell too. Tropical cyclone Seth the other day I saw. Just I really dug that. You'll see on his Instagram as we see the surfer in red. Yeah, just that weird kind of, it was almost like a single fin pump.
Yeah.
Take off that weird pump and then it just sets up a crazy drainer.
He's just like a
Very
ball
unique
of
style.
muscle. Like he just coils up, and there's like I swear there's a bit on that wave where like the wash kind of like hit him, and it just didn't affect him. Like he's just this tiny little like low center of gravity ball of muscle, and he just muscled through it and then just got absolutely drained off the end. But yeah, there was a couple fun waves he got. He surfed for hours because I surfed with those boys in the morning and they marathoned into oblivion.
Wow.
Just paddled for like 4 hours, but yeah, it's good to have a bit of a Kiriswell straight away, like to start the year off after a lot of blowouts over the holidays.
Yeah, it's incredible the surf fitness as we see Neil Nicholas, NNN, sporting the bleach do. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, those Lennox guys like Lindo, they're kind of like the Australian surfing equivalent of that Ethiopian kind of marathon runner, you know. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's got to paddle a point just to get a 2-litre bottle of milk, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's
man,
hard.
the amount of paddling those Lennox boys do, especially Lennox gets a gnarly sweep too. I feel like it's one of the sweepiest points in this sort of northern part here. I'd say. Like, I mean, I've paddled in some horrible sweeps at Snapper, but like a Lennox sweep in a Southwell, that's up there,
isn't it? And at least you can kind of do the runaround at Snapper. There's no real runaround at Lennox. I mean, there is, but it's a
mission.
It's not one you want to be doing over and over again.
A few urchins like nestled in the rocks there.
Bit of a hospital sludge on the rocks, suds and whatnot. I don't know what's on there. The slippiest rocks on earth, though.
But how you been? You get some waves during that swell?
Mate, I didn't. I was riddled with the Rona and yeah, you know.
Me too.
It's all good.
We're sharing this mic. Me and Dim have had the Rona, so we can share this mic, which is good.
Oh, that was a nice little hit off
This
the
is
top.
a gnarly little heat here. We got Drew Adler, who's gnarly too. Here's Neil Nicholas. It's going down.
N cold spaghetti, bit of nerves on the end section there.
But yeah, we got Ed Hatcher too, absolute legend, owner of Alfred's Apartments up in Miami.
Oh, well played.
Yeah,
It's a wise
legend,
investment.
good surfer. So this is a stacked heat. We got a bloody bit of a corker. Stoked we got some waves too, which is nice. Like it was pretty poor banks here for a while, and then that swell kind of ripped the bank and got the rocky back. Here goes Joel.
Oh, smooth and heavy lead-footed surfing. He's light when he wants to be and just hammer time when he needs to be.
Dude, every year he just pulls that board out of this cryogenic chamber in his house and he just goes to town every year. He's just like puts it on ice and he just bloody pulls it out and just destroys people on it.
Yep. Apparently it's in a block of ice in a giant Bolter distillery kind of brew can, which you'll find deep underneath the Bolter brewing lair, which is
He's got like a pick, an ice pick, and he's just got to go like just get it out of the bloody ice there. Goes Drew a bit deep. That one's not on camera,
Lazar
but he
pulls
did nice. Lazar. Bit of bit spread out today, which is nice. You know, we got a bit of a wide peak over here on the beachy, and then the rocky, few crews. So it's heaps of people catching waves, but it's not getting captured on the Webby. Hopefully, we'll see a few more on the Webby.
So Parker dropping an 8 and a high 6 by the looks of things. Way ahead of the pack. You wouldn't expect anything less from the 2012 world champ and all-time Australian surfing great. Got the wave of the swell, you'd have to say. tropical cyclone Seth, or one of anyway.
Yeah,
That thing
Joel, here we go. We got someone way up the point. Double up here. We got Kyle Robinson, and then down the peak we had Glindo. Yeah, Joel got an absolute smoker. He always bloody does. But I think the wave of the swell was Geordie Watson.
Yeah.
He got a real smoker in the Arvo. I think it was Sunday afternoon when the swell jacked. I think that was actually the pick of the swell, because that Monday morning it was kind of a little bit too big or a bit wishy-washy. And but that Arvo, there was some more hollower drainers on the sand, and Geordie he's got it on his Instagram. You can go check it out. Big long drain pipe. So yeah, but between him and Joel, definitely picked off some nuggets. A few just core legends I saw too, just paddling. Got some sick ones. I didn't see him on the gram, just saw him with my own eyes. Like
Sammy Yoon got a couple.
Yeah, Sammy Yoon, dude. He got this one nugget. Here we go. Ed Hatcher out the back. He's stuck, fell off.
Yeah, Geordie Watto, yeah, part of the Watson clan from down there at Culburra. Pretty esteemed surfing family. Ty Watto, older brother?
Yeah,
Ty's the older brother.
Yeah, Ty's. I've known those boys since I was about bloody 12, being son of a concreter from Jarringham.
Of course.
And
I'm sure you've poured a couple slabs of the Wattos over the years.
And those boys are legends. Ty competed with Ty forever. He's same age as me, and then Geordie's actually the same age as Alex, my younger brother. So we used to hang out all the time and stuff, and now we both were living on the south coast, and now we all live in Tugun.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hey.
Tugun. But no, good. Got a couple real good nuggets. Geordie was with Mikey Wright on his ski.
Another Culburra legend.
Just pillaging everything that come through, and
refugee, South Coast refugee, resettled on the Goldie. Yeah, I guess there's no shortage of hollow waves down there. Definitely not as long as anything you'll get up this end of the coast. It's interesting why the move from the South Coast to the North Coast. I guess, like, just for consistency, you can't go past this part of the world, huh?
Yeah, I think I was thinking about that only recently. Like, a lot of people are definitely moving to the coast, and it's shaken that stigma it had, like how it was kind of just a trashy place, the Goldie, but it's kind of got rid of that. It's kind of got a really nice, it's a good place to work, live, raise families, healthy living. I think it's just kind of, that's the draw card.
100%. Start the day off with a paleo coconut latte, quick surf, a session at F45, a couple cans of spinach, and knock off with an Aperol Spritz at Burleigh Pavilion.
Yeah, straight in a bloody Uber up to Broadbeach, to Cully Beach Club.
No, it's true though, and I think the Burleigh Board Riders Club's perfect evidence of that renewal up this end of the coast. This was a pretty rough and tumble club for many years, and these days, courtesy of this event, basically the Burleigh Single Fin, they've managed to reinvest a lot of money into their local surfing community, as we see Ed Archer floating the boat, single fin style. They've managed to generate a lot of income through this event, which they've reinvested into their junior development program. They've created an incredible pathway for local groms to go from the shore break here all the way to the World Tour, and Liam O'Brien's the first example of the fruits of that program. So yeah,
for sure.
it's definitely shaking the stigma of being a speed freak, bikey paradise.
Leather skinned. I remember you saying that last year, like a couple leather skinned crew running around.
A couple of condoms full of walnuts getting around.
But the Burleigh Board Riders boys, I feel like in any club on the coast, they definitely are the most accept people with open arms. They support their like you said, their juniors so well. Like there's so many good surfers, like little Rico.
Rico Jimenez.
Yeah, he's gnarly. This little Rico.
Was that?
kid.
Or are we talking Rico Haybiddle? Is that the word?
Haybiddle, that's him.
Sorry.
Yeah. He's probably the next, touted to be the next big Grom from here. But yeah, Lob was raised in that system, and look at the success he's had. Level-headed legend bloke, young kid.
World Tour
World
semi-final on debut at Rottnest Island.
Here goes Ed. Nice float, go son. Or he got caught behind. This is haven't really seen much of Joel for a bit. I think here he goes. He's on it, screaming out. He's just got this. He's just on fire. That board and just everything. He had the Rona and he's shaking it off and he's looking good.
2 bites at the cherry there. That's all he needed. Still improving that lead. 17 points. Well ahead of the pack.
So
former winner of the event, as we see the replay. Nice little poke up the top, end section. Waha! Well played. What do you got for us, Cruz?
I was just seeing where my single fin has ran off. I was lent it to someone and making sure I don't lose it because it's such a good little board.
Yeah, what do you got?
I've got Daniel Jones, one of the local boys from around here, has kindly lent me one of his weapons for the week. Each year I sort of half the battle's trying to find a good single fin for the comp, and luckily I had a go at this one and the other day, and it goes sick. So stoked to have a good board for once this year. And
what are the dims on it? What's the winning formula you reckon?
mate,
in the past?
I have absolutely no idea. I don't even think there's dims written on it. It's pretty old and weathered, but
they didn't write dims on the board in the 70s, did they?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it has, but
Did they even have pencils back then?
Mate, it's ancient technology. It was all through the mind. Like, it was all channeled through, like, spheres and energy and frequency and stuff. But
no, I can dig it.
But yeah, no, it's a pretty sick little board. It's had a lot of dings and ding fixes and whatnot, but it works. Got a cool airbrush on it. What about you? Where'd you pick your board up from?
No, I was just hoping to steal yours, basically. I didn't rock up with any board.
Yeah, you can have a go. It's not mine to give, but I'm sure Dan will.
Oh, cheers,
certainly give
Jonesy,
you a go.
brah, legend, mate. Don't worry, I won't ding it.
Won't dig it up. Yeah. Luckily, we're well off the rocks this year, so we don't have to worry about knocking a fin out or whatever.
Although it will be dead high at times.
Deep on the
oh
point.
my
Neil
lord!
Nicholas,
Laid
pull
back,
it.
smash, deluxe.
Oh, he's claimed it
kidding
too.
me?
Huge, man, huge.
Oh, the surfing reds on an absolute belter here.
Haven't seen much of Glindo in this heat. It's kind of getting me sad.
Hold the phone. That was a combo with special sauce, maybe even a bit of Prego on the end section. That thing was mental. He just kept on going. It was the gift that kept on giving. It was Honecker out there.
Where's bloody Glindo? He's in last. He does
what
this.
He's doing, he just goes missing.
He just goes missing, dude.
Is he the new school Sean Cansdell of competitive surfing?
He just does not want a bar of comps, which is fine, totally fine. But
even novelty single fin events,
like he's here, which is good. We'll take it.
He's on the Murray Cod. Someone wake him up. Come on, Glindo.
So
maybe he's caught.
Unfortunately,
in a
lost Vorno this year.
Yeah, Vaughan Corn. He'll be back at home tuning in to this Gold Cone Piece award-winning commentary team.
Yeah.
This broadcast.
Just taking it
he'll be back
all
there.
on your own shoulders this year.
That's right. Atlas, they call me. But Vaughan will be back home there.
I swear Joel was sitting on 17 points before.
Yeah, they've docked him.
Yeah, they've docked him 0.5.
Don't say that very often. I think last report from Vaughan, he's got his nose packed with gauze, bit of head tape on, and I think he's got a double dose of dysentery.
How's he feeling? Have you spoke to him? Has he managed it all good? Or?
In amongst the respiratory tubes, he needs to get a couple of words of encouragement out.
Squeezing noises out. I got to admit, the day I was sick, I was I like had a few moments where I was like, oh, like squeezing a few noises of pain, like help, like it was a lot of uncomfort. There was one day where I got real sick, and then the rest I was pretty much normal. But yeah, it's a funny virus, that old COVID.
Yeah, not funny.
Yeah, no, not.
Although it is on there on there, isn't
Yeah.
it? You gotta make light of it, don't you, Cruz? Oh,
Here we
see
go.
a wide
And
one.
a wide peak.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Wow, it's an
steepness to
absolute
this thing.
smoker. He's a bit deep though.
Ah,
Yeah, no dice.
if you were me and about to surf in Heat 9, where would you sit? Wide peak or off the rocks?
I'd probably sit wide. I mean, I think the weird thing about the wide peak is I bet that when you're out there, you feel like you're way down the beach. So that's why you probably can't sit there. But there's definitely the better waves over there. I think the Rocky's just not doing it because there's too much sand over here. So I'd probably just bloody paddle out from the beachy and just go straight onto that wide peak. Because if you go out there, you probably get stuck for a while. But it's hard to say. There's definitely a couple little steep ones as well. It's just good to have some opportunity, I guess. Are you next heat? Heat 8?
Heat 9.
Heat 9.
Can't wait to have
Here goes
my...
Ed again. Wide peak. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that was
No-
a
oh,
smooth hack.
wow. Bleachhead, Neil Nichols. Beauty finishing that one off.
I think that's Gwindo sitting way off the end.
Is it? He's just disappeared.
As we get into the final minute. Parker cruising to victory, looking every bit the winner that he was in
2012
and 2021 at this event.
Oh yeah, sorry, I thought you meant like shortboard world title winner. But yeah, he's won this thing pretty much every year, I think.
How wild is he? I think it's sometimes doesn't translate onto the broadcast, just the sheer inertia of the man when he puts together one of those, classical roundhouse rebounds on a single fin. It's as we see him going for a victory lap here.
Wow.
That was so mental.
Wow. Yeah. Every year it's like he's just doesn't get any worse.
He's aging like a fine can of Bolter, isn't he?
Yeah. He's definitely looking a little thicker.
Well, that's what I mean. He's starting to look like a beer can.
Yeah. He's still looking sharp, but yeah, nice another win for Porky. We'll see him in the next round and get Heat 8 underway.
My old man was Peter Crawford. He was a fanatical kneeboarder. This is like one of his cameras that he used to use. It's pretty famous. It's a Nikonos, but a lot of Dad's iconic shots are shot on this one, simple one. But these archives are like massive. It's like they're just fascinating. Like they're MR, DY, Indo. It's amazing to see Dad's iconic images re-imaged and to see his legacy live on.
No way. No way.
Here we go, we're on.
And we're back. Round 1, Heat 8. Eli McDonald, Jimmy Woods, Damo Healy, Byron Hoskins, Chris, the Ibis Bennetts, and Jake Fizz.
Jake
He's
Fizzenden.
looking pretty excited, isn't he, Fizzy?
Yeah, this is a good, just solid heat of legend rippers here, which is going to be good to watch. I seen Ibis out here the other day practicing, but he was surfing his shortboard. Here we go, getting it underway. Damo Healy. Wow. How's the mongrel in that surfing?
Jeez, throwing bricks at the wall with that hit.
Who we got here? Eli
Stylish
McDonald.
Drop the top turn. One hit though, yeah. It's a bit hard to pick that one. It's got that extra bit of run on it. There's not a whole lot of scoring potential out here on most of the waves. But there will be those gems, and those point break specialists will find the gems amongst all the gibberish out there.
Here we go, James Woods on a bit of a nug here. Getting his campaign started early. He's a Burleigh board rider lad from the Goldie, old Woodsy.
Came just short of making the world tour at one point, is that right?
I don't think so. I know he did a few events when we were younger. He was, I kind of grew up, he went to the same school as me, PVC, just doing all the, Grom comps and all that. And yeah, I think he kind of pulled pin. He just sort of wrapped it and started working. Good surfer. Then here we go, we've got a Fizzo. Is that the Fizz? Oh my gosh. Huge turn by the Fizz. Fizz has been up Sunny Coast with his family, fishing, destroying gigantic Spanish mackerel on the inside of Fraser.
No way.
About the same size of his body.
Wow.
So yeah, he's got some training in.
The Mac Daddy, are you kidding me?
Here we go. Nice double up here.
Oh, Jake Fizz. He's all fizzed up and ready to go. He's in first place. Unbelievable.
Yeah, is Fizz sponsoring the comp this year again? I think, yeah, Fizz. We got Single Fin and Gage Roads. We got no Forex this year. Oh, here we go. Someone's on an absolute screamer. Ibis, boom.
Oh,
Finner.
dropping the hammer.
He got caught behind though. He just let the fins go a little bit too hard. Gets stuck behind. Fizzo off the end. Oh, if only. Fizzo is on a dream start here. He's just got an absolute corker falling at the end. 8 point.
Is it 2 waves? Yeah, I think so.
Huh? Oh, he fucked his knee. Bad. No. Bad. That's fucked. First wave. Oh, it's Bingo staying in the room. Oh, shit. So, who's going to look after him? Oh, okay. Oh, so it's not bad. They go to hospital bad. Oh.
Dislocated his knee.
Oh, wow. Woodsy on a bit of a screamer here. Got the little chip shot, bit of a finish. Bang.
So we got to the bottom of the Glindo saga, a bit of a knee injury.
Yeah, so that's why he disappeared in the lineup, because he first wave he popped his knee, which sucks.
Not sure the
Little
extent of
window.
that. Not a dislocated knee, but probably some kind of minor ligament damage. Hoping not major ligament damage. It's not the way we want to kick off proceedings here at the 25th Burleigh Single Fin Festival. It's a bummer, man. It's really looking forward to watching him surf.
Yeah,
Probably
we
the
got
most-
that first wave, and then we didn't really see him get much else. But a lot going on in this heat. Damo Healy
my
just
Lord.
wrenched a mongrel turn. He throws that thing around like a bloody shortboard. Damo Healy, absolute legend bloke. So I had a couple good surfs with him at the end of last year. We got some pretty pumping waves around here, and he's for an old fella, he's got a lot of froth and a lot of energy.
Still a bit of lead in the pencil.
Yeah, you got a bit of lead in the pencil.
But yeah, it's been a pretty good spring and summer. Merry La Nina to you, Chrissy. Forgot to mention
La
that.
Nina,
Merry La
this is
Nina
it.
to all of our viewers. It's been a great La Nina. Very giving, very generous.
Yeah, pissing down rain for like pretty much a month now, which is it's pretty. It's kind of getting a little bit repetitive,
A
but
little bit tedious, but the waves have been here. There's been no
yeah, it's
shortage
good,
of swell.
it's good to have a lot of waves, which is just nice. Like after the holidays, just get stuck straight into a lot of surfing, and plus too, you know, with the holidays being a lot of people, there's a lot of options when there's waves instead of all just one place like D-Bar or whatever, and everyone just surfing the same zone. So that's good. Wide peak coming. Damo Healy on a screamer. Bloody big airdrop floater.
Wow.
What an animal.
That was some goat-like calisthenics. How's the flexibility of the
He's
man?
real goat-likey.
A
Like
human
he's-
pretzel. Are you kidding me? There was limbs going every which way.
Yeah, he's gnarly. Fizzo style, look at that. He goes Damo's big float, boom. Liked it too with a little head flick. Tried to do a bit of a hair flick, but he didn't have any hair to flick. But yeah, a lot going down here. We've got Ibis pumping
bonus
way down the
section.
beach back to surface, and he's smashed the end section. This is a
Foiling.
gnarly heat. We've got a lot of rides. It's real entertaining. Here we go, Byron Hoskins too. Man, this is stacked heat. Byron rips too. All these boys are just really frothing to get their wave count up. This is entertaining for us to watching. So your next heat. You're gonna go
I'm coming
scoot,
up, Cruzy.
prepare.
Yeah. I'm gonna go put my silks on, warm up with a few Merv Hughes style back bends in front of the appreciative crowd here. Smeevy, Smeevy, Smeevy.
Yeah,
They'll be chanting.
It'd be good to see you
They
get
love
a bit of mongrel in you this year and
Yeah.
actually finally sit on some crew.
That's right. Yeah,
you
I've
know.
got former World Tour surfer Solly Bailey in my heat, and 90s, noughties style master and free surfing iconoclast Brendan Marguson. So,
oh god,
it should be a cakewalk.
So yeah, top three get through, right?
Yeah, that's right. But
Yeah.
that'll do me. I'll sign off and go through my preheat routine. I can see,
We'll see you in an hour or
someone's
so.
warming up the golden cone piece down
Yep,
there.
I'll
so
hold that.
I'll pass it over to Shimmy Disco Stoyle for the call.
Good luck, Smithy.
It's just this Dan's board. Oh wow, we're still on. We're on here still.
We're
Woodsy, boom, dim. We're on.
We're
on the
on.
Webby.
We're on the Webby.
We're on the Webby. We got a bloody heat in the water. Jed's peeled out, and it's just me and you.
It's just you and me, and look at us. We are the experts now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're full blown
Couch coaches.
couch coaches. Yeah, you'd be feeling right at home up here at the Pav,
Oh yeah, this
Sitting
is
up
my
here.
local. You know, work here every weekend,
playing music
play
and
some
tunes and that.
tunes. There's no better place to sing a drink really than
It's
sit
actually
up here.
nice to watch the surf from up here.
It's
I feel
actually
like.
the best view on the Gold Coast. Like not one other place on the Gold Coast has a view like this. So you really can't can't beat it.
If we talk up the pub enough, will we get any free food or drinks or anything? He goes Ibis on an absolute doozy of a wave. He's going to town. The Webby's not even capturing it. It's heavy.
Yeah, we got the view. We can actually see a lot more than the cameras can, which is it's good for us.
So did you surf a heat this morning?
Yeah, I surfed my heat. It was early start this morning, 9 a.m.
Yeah.
9 a.m. heat start.
That's early for you.
It was early.
Yeah.
The alarm went off at 8 and I was like, wow, I better get moving.
Yeah, you had a few sleep-ins over the holidays?
Had a few sleep-ins, yeah. You know, I've been on holidays.
Fresh off the Rona, like me?
Yeah, just got through it, you know? We're young, we're fit. It's in and out pretty quickly, isn't it?
It's good to get it over and done with, but
get it over and done with. Now we're definitely felt like it felt nice to paddle out there today, you know, sweat it out.
Yeah, sweat it out into the ocean. Hopefully the ocean kind of just destroys all the virus
Don't make
cells
all
or whatever.
The sea life sick, hey?
Yeah. But here we go. We got Byron. Oh my God, he's just displacing huge amounts of litres.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, Byron's actually done pretty good in a few heats in this contest from what I can recall.
In previous years?
Yeah, he's always sort of destroying heats and destroying beers too. I think I've seen him delete a few beers down on the hill here. And
yeah, well, that's a good thing about us, you know. Fresh off the Rona, we're very healthy this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're gonna delete a few beers later, or?
No, might save it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have you got the 4X Gold Esky with the?
Nah, no beers for me yet. I think this year I'm gonna surf my heat and cruise, and then I might have one or two the Savo.
Good.
But I'm gonna approach it a little bit more maturely this year.
Yeah, because normally your tent is the first one to arrive Saturday morning. Your tent is positioned right there in the middle of the point. The Eskies are always filled to the brim, and the tent doesn't leave for 3 days.
Definitely. I think we actually did leave the tent down here for a couple of days. We were like, oh, it's been stolen for sure. And I'm pretty sure there was like a family just set up in it, like on the Tuesday after the contest, like a few days ago.
What about your disgust last year on Sunday morning when everyone had moved in on your tent because your tent was in the best spot?
That's right. Yeah, we set the gazebo up on the Saturday morning, and
everyone had moved in.
I was like, perfect. Like, we got the gazebo set up. Here's our zone. We got shade all weekend. We got a little zone. We come back and there was just a bunch of random people just fully occupying the gazebo.
Sure they were
I didn't even get to
chairs.
I ended up like standing on the rocks or something. But yeah.
Just looking at everyone like, that's my chair.
No, always a good weekend. The old single fin. It's a shame we got a bit of rain and a bit of wind, but
best comp of the year.
Sick waves, which is good. It's been a bit concerning leading up to it because we thought maybe the banks might have got washed away, but looks
it was really big here on Monday, was it? Monday.
Yeah, Monday was the cyclone swell. Just talking with Jed about it. Everyone was getting good ones, and he goes Ibis. He's had a couple pretty good ones. He's in first. I think I saw Fizzo probably get the best wave of the heat so far.
Did he?
Yeah, Fizzo got a real nice one. He just needs to back it up. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of good surfers in this heat.
6 of them out in the water. For some reason it looks like there's a lot more, but I guess there's a few free surfers
off the end there, yeah.
This high tide, they've moved so far down. But yeah, so who's in your heat later on?
My heat, I'm in heat 11. I actually can't remember who's in my heat. I think Clancy Dawson's in my heat.
Stiff competition if you can't remember.
No, that's not the reason at all. There's 6 people in my.
Best surfer to surf a single fin?
Can't go past Rasta.
Dave Rastovich was pretty good.
He just surfed incredible, yeah.
Oh, probably James Lewis.
Probably Bottle. Creed's got a pretty rad style when he surfs in the event.
I like surfing against Laura Enova.
You know, in his day, Devek, Cole Robinson was very, very good. He was just about unbeatable.
Probably Joel.
Jolie on Peter Lawrence's little hot stuff.
Parko, just Porco for sure.
The turns he was doing on the single fin, it was like he was in a pro tour event anywhere in the world. He was still surfing the same.
That little board he rides every year and just makes mincemeat out of everyone.
Far out. I sound like a broken record saying Joel Parkinson, don't I? But he's been surfing it like it's a short board, tiny little single fin board. He was just ripping on it, doing like finners and little airs and stuff. And I was pretty blown away by that.
The way Joel surfs the single fin is just second to none.
All right, the boys are back. Joined by fresh off a heat win, bit of a smoker of a heat win. Last one destroyed everyone with Joel Parko. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good cruisy. Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me.
How was it out there? How'd you go?
Yeah, it wasn't actually too bad. I mean, for a sloppy little easterly swell, then probably not the best banks. It's kind of all right.
What do you do with that board each year? Like every year, that board. Like, where do you put it? Like, where does it exist?
It just sits in. Well, it's not actually my board. So it's a mate of mine, Clay Crawford. He a mate of mine. A few guys, bit of a local cat. A few guys that always know him. He's got a good little collection of old boards. And the first year I did the single fin, he goes, "I've got a board for you. I reckon you'll love it. AB 6 channel 510." Which is, and it's just
so annoying. It's like cheating that board.
Mate,
every time I see it,
I'm not going to lie. I dead set. I'm starting to outgrow it.
A little bit thick around the old.
The board's getting thinner for sure. The board. I'm starting. I use it every year. And I'm like, I paddled this thing last year. I was like, gee, it's lost some float.
I know, yeah, a little bit. The holiday season, a little bit too much Chrissy ham, eh?
Yeah,
couple beers, couple bolters.
Yeah, they definitely gets me. But mate, the actual condition-wise, yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah,
there was some great little waves. It's
yeah. You kind of like sat. Here goes Sol off the end. Well, this is a good heat here. We got Solly Bailey, and then Matty Job. It's all broken up today. We got a kind of little bit of action over here on the rocks. I was talking to Jed earlier. It's sort of nice to just have a bit of space between everyone.
Yeah,
six crew.
It is, you know, when it's pure, just that little rocky, and you're in that tight little spot to sit. It can be a tough event.
Nick Heath on a fucking smoker here.
Yeah, look at this.
What a legend. Nice, he's kicked out of that. Yeah, because you kind of just moved down off the end on the sandbar bit. Did it feel like you were too far down the point, or was it?
No, mate. I didn't even paddle out off the point. I went off the beach.
Yeah.
I just paddled out. I just thought that's where. There's probably a bit more power in the wave down there, more so than the rocky. And with the incoming tide, I thought it was going to be down there.
So what have you been up to? You get some waves.
Margot, we got Margot up and riding
Margot,
too.
we got Margot in this heat. This is a huge heat. We got Smiv, fresh off the commentary. He was a guy and he had to leave early to do his pre-heat prep.
What's his pre-heat rituals?
I don't know. He said he's on this new paleo diet. He's eating bloody nuts and bloody fruit, and then he's Wim Hofing and doing all crazy shit. But he said he's had a gutful and he's keen to bring a bit more energy this year.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to hassle crew and sit on crew and that.
That's the way. That's what all single fin's about, right?
Yeah, single fin. I'm pretty sure you've sat on me a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm far out. It's the only event I really enjoy.
Yeah, it's
surfing.
fun, man. This comp is the funnest comp. Like drinking beers and surfing with all your mates. Like this is how you would imagine, doing local comps should be. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's such a good grassroots community event. I love the feel of it. I just love you surf your heat, the camaraderie. People still hang around the day, and that's a testament to a good event. I think is that people actually still, regardless if you're surfing at 9 in the morning.
Yeah,
people
and it's
still hanging.
Such a natural amp.
Oh, here we go. Nick Heath on an absolute doozy.
Nick Heath's had a couple. He's already had one on the belt, but Burleigh's such a beautiful natural amphitheatre.
It is, mate. This thing, it feels.
Because a few years ago, the Quickie Pro was on at Burleigh.
Here we go, Margot. Up and
Margot
riding,
on the inside.
kicked out.
Quickie Pro, what year was the Quickie Pro on at Burleigh? They moved it. You won it that year.
No, I never did.
No, you won it that year at Quickie Pro, didn't you?
Oh, like 2002.
And they
year
moved
long.
it.
They
yeah.
had round 1 heat here, yeah.
So
yeah. He goes red, solely in and out.
So yeah, where was that on the Rocky that year? Or?
No, it was on the proper point. It was good.
Because I always thought that they should have a proper, like,
event.
World Tour event.
Yeah, well, it used to be the main site, right? Correct,
Yeah.
for it back in the day. And then, oh, here we go. Margot up and riding, or who we got here? No.
Oh, we got Matty Job here. Matty Job's been out here practicing all week. He's looking sharp.
Oh, nice, very nice.
It's a nice board. Board looks nice.
Yeah, so it was 2002, but they used to have it before that. My very first ever heat I ever surfed at the CT level was out here.
Really?
Against Matt Hoy and maybe Ren and Rocha, maybe, something like that.
So there was CTs here
Yeah,
at Burleigh Point.
yeah. It was my very first one. I paddled out, jumped in the cove, paddled out, and I first duck dive, I got a biggest blue bottle wrapped through wrapped straight through my top lip.
Dude.
And I surfed my very first heat on the CT just in pain and scratching my top lip with Hoyo.
Did you see a few years ago I got stung by a blue bottle? I don't know, I put it on my Instagram, but it landed in my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
And
Was
my
it
face,
here?
No, it was at back Cabba.
Yep.
This one day, a blue bottle flicked up into my mouth, stung my whole, like, inside my tongue, and I was... had the swollen face. Oh my God, it's absolute.
This is a really good looking wave here.
The Webby isn't picking this wave up.
Oh,
here he
look
is.
at this thing.
Wow.
He
blew
just
it.
run it off a bit too fast. That was a bit of
That's all right.
unlucky
Matty
judgment.
McGrath, he kind of faded a little bit too hard on that thing. But yeah, I think that the thing I think about the single fin's so sick is the fact that you can be a regular, everyday core lord legend surfer, and then you can be in a heap of like Ock, yourself, like all these kind of big names, and then just be, you're from your local zone and enter the single fin.
Yeah,
that's what I think is pretty sick. Like,
yeah,
not every day you
I
get
think
to
the
like.
surfing doesn't, the gap between, when there's guys like, say, I don't know, say an Ockie versus someone else, when you're all on these boards, the gap shortens a lot.
The gap shortens, yeah. The like, everyone is beatable sort of thing, or if you get the right wave, you can make the heat, or whatever.
No, you're completely right. And like last year, I got beaten by a nobody, Fisher. Which,
Where's Fisher this year? I saw he was in the
I
draw.
think he's in it back. Mate, I think with work, with probably what he's doing. He has to probably stay safe at the moment. So
because what did he get second last year?
No, I think he had a shocker in the final.
He had a shocker in the final.
I think he got last. Fisher was Quinny Bruce, and then maybe it was between him and.
Yeah, because he was on fire.
Yeah,
he was actually
Liam
surfing really
was
good.
in the final.
Bob was in the final. I remember it was a stacked final, and I think Quinny Bruce was a bit of a dark horse, and he just went.
Yeah, everyone knows how great a surfer he is.
Oh mate, he's been ripping. Quinn Bruce is surfing. He's really good.
Yeah. Here we go, up and riding in
Sully,
red.
here we go.
Bailey on a nice little wave. Oh, beautiful
wow,
turn.
He's wrenched a bloody big old carve.
Oh, and another one.
Wow, Sol's on a nice purple pink looking spray job board, which is a bit flamboyant for him.
That's probably the wave of the heat by
Yeah,
far.
we haven't really seen many in this. That last heat was super stacked. There was a lot of waves caught. That's the good thing about today. There's plenty of opportunity, which is nice.
Yeah, it's nice. I've noticed the vibe around the Burleigh board riders at the moment with having one of their, their grommets go all the way through and make it to the World Tour.
For sure.
I mean, that's such a, there's a family behind Lob at the moment.
Mate, Liam O'Brien is the kindest.
It's so good to see, like, everyone's coming along for the ride,
Yeah, it's that's what I find so cool.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Matty Job on a doozy. Huck the fins out.
Oh.
What an animal.
That was probably we have a better wave surf.
Now the boys are starting to show up. We got Matty Job in the
I
first.
really would love to see Margot on one of those.
Oh, man, a nice open face wave. Margot's been surfing.
You ever watch Margot in a heat? He'll never, ever paddle up the inside. He'll never hassle. He'll never he'll let people go past him as.
But he does that in free surfs too.
Yeah, I'd love him. If I was ever in a heat with him, I'd paddle up and go, "You're taking the next one." because I want you on the deck.
Just to watch it.
Yeah. Like Nick Heath on his inside. I'd be like,
I think the craziest thing about Margot is like he is surfing so much lately, and he's surfing like the froth and love for surfing at his age. I hope I have that when I'm at his age.
Yeah, I think it must come and go, and he's really got it at the moment.
He's got it, man. Like, because I've been surfing. I surfed a lot over the holiday. I went through a phase where I didn't surf at all, and then over the holidays, I'm surfing a shitload, and he was out there every day. I was out there.
Yeah, no,
and like
so great to see.
It's sick.
It's like Occy too, mate. They're out there all the day.
Out there. I've seen Ock out there in a full suit, mate.
No,
he wears a full suit all year.
Oh, if it gets a little bit chilly, he's in a 4-3.
He's in a 4-3.
I surfed D-bar with him when the water was a little bit cold, maybe like it was 21 degrees.
Yeah.
And he was in his 4-3.
I saw him out Snapper the other day, and he had a full suit on. It was cooking. Like, it was sunny Gold Coast, Queensland weather, and he was running down a full suit.
Oh, here we go. Nick Heath on an absolute beautiful little one.
This
Hopefully we can get Margot on the one behind it too.
Nick Heath's had a couple really nice waves. Margot looks like he's on the inside now, which
finally
is nice.
Margot might we need Margot's in third he's got a small score, so one wave here would really help Margot.
There's a big gap between second and third here, so really it's anyone's sort of game. We haven't seen much from old Jed Smith. We haven't seen Smithy get anything. Where's he at?
He's just playing around down the end there. I can see him. Was that him then? No. Here we go. We got Margot at the top of the point in the box seat, ready for the next wave. So hopefully we get to see him
do his thing. Do you know what board he's riding, or is he just sort of?
I couldn't tell you, mate.
It's cool. It's half the battle trying to find a board for this comp for me. Anyway,
Yeah, I
so
know.
Hard to find,
probably the best board I've seen was the one. It was off my mate Clay, but it was the one that Shane Dorian rode when he was here.
Oh yeah.
Gee, that's a great board.
It's
really
so hard to find a good board because they all got to be before 82, 81,
right?
And they're all pretty beat up. They're pretty weathered.
Yeah, and they're worth a fortune if you're going to go out and buy
they're
one.
worth a fortune. Here we go, Solly on an absolute screamer.
He's
in the tube. Mate, that.
Oh man.
It
would have been
Solly pigged out over that last swell. He got about 100 barrels that morning.
He didn't. He was on a
Sheldon
roll.
Were
all right, so Margot, as we see, you can't see right now, but Margot is sitting at the top of the point and just letting everyone come around in his most generous fashion. He does.
Yeah.
Oh no, you turn it. You go. You know.
The nicest guy ever.
He's looking at one.
He had a sniff at the worst wave ever. Yeah, we had a good round of golf the other day, old Margot, for the Billabong golf day.
Yep.
He was having a hell time. Here we go on the inside here. Not into it.
Where is Jed, mate? Is he is
Jed,
out there?
Jed's bloody.
I see him. He's sitting in between Margot and Nick Heath. And Margot could be on this next wave, no?
I wonder if Jed's a little bit scared to paddle past Margot. Like, I'd be too. I'd be like,
you
mate,
wouldn't. Yeah,
I wouldn't even bother.
No,
I'd be like, mate, you're on. Yeah, it would be nice to see someone show up in this heat.
We have a paddle down the inside.
Yeah, it's a bit lackluster back end of the heat. We're coming down to 5 minutes. Everyone's sort of just being a bit courteous here.
The weather has held off nice, though.
Sorry?
The weather's held off nice and the waves have improved since earlier.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some blue sky later. It's always good to have Burleigh Point, the blue sky, and a few tins getting knocked back.
Oh, here we go. Brendan Marguson up and riding. I'm about to say he's in position for a nice little wave. Here we go. Margot, late drop too.
Oh, he's a bit too deep.
Oh, no.
Oh, his body language was horrible.
That's a good heat for Margot. I'm not. I mean, it's no secret that for the talent of surfer, he was not probably the greatest competitive surfer.
What? Did he ever show up in events? Like, was there any moments where he
showed up in this event at NEAS, the event that he won at NEAS.
Pumping?
And a 4-star WQS, maybe in 90, maybe 98, 99, around that era, and absolutely destroyed
everyone.
He was on. And
what was that event?
It was a NEAS Pro, and it was with the way he surfed, he left everyone for dead. He was so above everyone else in a different level, different class. And then everyone was like, "Wow, he's clicked. He's going to make the tour."
Yeah.
And he showed brilliance in other parts, but yeah, nothing like that event. That was the.
It's pretty interesting, hey. Like, it's just that whole competitive mongrel mentalness. Like, it's just for some people. Like, you look at Jai Glindo. Like,
yeah,
he is just like Margot.
Yeah,
pretty in a way, but I noticed with Jai, he doesn't even bother. Like, he just is like, nah, like, this is the only comp he does.
Yeah.
But his surfing is like
incredible to watch.
Incredible.
It's so refreshing, I find.
It's just like, it's unbelievable, and he's a big boy now, and so I feel like there's a lot of Margot in Glindo.
Yeah, big, strong ox, eh?
But with Nias and stuff,
Margot might be into a position here for.
He's kind of paddling into that hole. He's like paddling too
deep. The next
deep.
one here could be a good one.
It's actually a smoker. Margot's on a bit of a smoker here.
We might have to have this one.
Gentlemen.
Come on, Margot. We need to see a bit of Brendan.
Where's the Webby? Can we get the Webby on this? Here we go. It's a bit of a runner. Let's go. Oh, he got stuck behind old Margot. It's looking hard out there to find him. But like those events back then, where else there was Nias? Where else was a sick destination where the events were? Because there's not like...
I think I never did the event in Lakey Peak.
Oh, there was an event in Lakey Peak.
They did have an event at Lakey Peak for years, and it was maybe only a small QS. It was a small rated one, maybe a 3-star, 2-star, I can't even remember, but it was just the most amazing.
Smiv off the end.
Oh, here he goes.
Jed.
Jed. I reckon
fell.
he makes that. He wins the heat. Oh, he goes into position of qualifying.
Jed finally got a wave, and the Webby didn't pick it up, but it was a big float.
Matty job.
Solly.
Sorry.
Solly just ticking the boxes, getting it done.
Oh, here we got here. Margot on a little tiny one.
Margot's on the inside again. He's just sort of picking bad waves, but it might work out for him.
It might work.
Oh, wow. He's just not...
I think that will get him into position to, like, at least making the heat.
Well, he's already in third, which is pretty interesting considering we haven't really seen anyone else. There might be some scores to come through. One for Smiv. But still a minute to go, so...
Solely on a little one on the end.
Oh, someone going left down the beach. Yeah, it's funny to think that there was like an event on it, like Nias, Lakey Peak, sick zones like that, like back in the day.
Yeah.
And then
and trying to run events back then, like
no webcast, no, just a 10 on the beach.
Just mate, just pulling a couple of Indo judges from the hills.
Yeah.
Like we didn't.
Who knew?
But some of the greatest events they ever surfed, like some of the for other guys, they're spinning.
And prize money too, like
yeah, I'm sure
money.
there wasn't a lot. When I did the Nias event, it was a 4-star, I think.
Yeah.
Sasha Stocker won the event actually.
But it's just more going there for the opportunity to surf that crazy wave and no one out, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Here goes a wide peak.
With 30 seconds to go, we've really got...
Oh, we've got a free surfer. It's a free surfer.
Oh, well,
But yeah, we got 20 seconds.
Here we go. We got Margot.
Still.
Solly Bailey right down the beach, but the cameras probably aren't picking it up. Not
Here
much.
We go. We got someone deeper. This is a bit of a buzzer beater for old Matty McGrath. I don't think he knows that he only needed a small score, but there wasn't really much on offer on that wave anyway. So we're going to wrap that up. We got Margot through.
Yeah, we got him through. That's good. Live to fight another day. Well, I'm going to leave you guys to it. I'm going to put you back onto Dimmy Shimmy and let her do her thing.
Job.
You're doing a great job here commentating.
Mate, get me out there.
No worries. I'll leave you back to Dimmy.
25th anniversary. That's pretty massive.
25 years is a hell of a long time to run a comp.
25 years of one continuous contest.
It's our 25th wedding anniversary, eh?
Oh, it's a huge achievement for the club.
Pretty amazing for a small grassroots event to be 25 years going and getting stronger every year.
Starting in 1996, progressed so much, mate.
It's come a long way, like from the first comp where we had a little tent on the point to what it is now.
It's become like a full-on big festival on the point.
It's pretty much packed point like back in the Stubbies days.
Depth is growing too, like the surfing, the standard is amazing each year, and it's about surfing a single fin out of Burleigh and having fun. Mate, having fun is half the fun.
Our tribe gets out and surfs the old school boards. That's how we've looked at it.
It's a highlight of Gold Coast surfing calendar.
Single fin. The single fin's everything, mate.
All right, we're back on. We've got Dim back. Parko's peeled out. He's going to enjoy a nice feed and a cold beer at the pavilion.
How good was that? Get to
a little bit of Joel powwow.
share
Here we
some...
go straight into it. Who we got here? Someone flying.
Oh,
What?
Wow.
That was psycho. What the hell
Speed
was
down.
that turn?
That was a speed down.
That was a speed down, but I
Speedy.
back it, and then on the next one we got someone else. We got
Another
we got,
guy.
Who is that?
Oh.
Oh, we got Ryan
He's
Hipwood.
flying.
No way.
Hippo.
That's a pretty exciting start to this heat after a bit of a lackluster end to the last one there, and then we got another big backside belt there. We got Ash Douthwaite. Oh, Timmy McDonald. Okay, we got a bit of a heater here. We got Timmy Mack already with a 6-1 on board.
Oh.
And then
Look at
what we
this
got here?
big yellow banana boat.
No way. Was that Ash Douthwaite?
The heat is on.
The heat is on. Straight into it. Timmy's got a 6-1. I wonder what he did for that. I missed that one. Yeah, we got another pretty stacked heat. We got Timmy McDonald, Miles Blanchard, Ryan Hipwood, Sean Martin, Ash Douthwaite, and Talon Guest, who's got a 5-5. So.
Oh, Hippo.
Oh, Hippo. Big scores to start.
6.43 or 6. Yeah.
Everyone's
He
fired up.
definitely was flying, coming out of the gates. Absolutely flying. Someone might have to check that board for a third fin. It looked too fast.
Yeah, there's a few boards that are a bit questionable. I was like, even that, like I was talking to Joel, his board is straight up like cheating.
Yeah.
Like every year, that's why I was so curious. I'm like, what do you do with that board?
What was his explanation? I missed
He
that.
just goes, it's not mine. He didn't really explain it to me. He was just
so
sort of
he's
like,
hiding it.
just sort of like, it's not mine. And I'm like, dude, that board,
He's
like
playing it down for
seriously,
sure.
I swear he just hides it, puts it in a cupboard.
Yeah.
Here we go, Sean Martin down the beach.
Oh.
Oh, groovy little
That was some
groovy little
single
high
fin
tide.
style. He's definitely playing it down big time, and he got you fooled.
Yeah, he fools us all. He fools us all. He's got the sneaky board.
Yeah.
He's destroyed many a final here at the single
JS
fin on
probably
that board.
shaped it
Yeah.
5 years ago, like
Shaped it and put
sprayed
coffee
it with yellow.
stains
Yeah,
all over it.
coffee. Just sprayed it yellow. Oh, this is one that's from 1985.
Yeah.
Pre-1985.
Oh, Hippo way down.
Ooh.
Boots, huge turns.
Oh my God,
Wow,
Hippo.
man. That's got to be one of the biggest scores of the event so far.
That was so good.
It's good to see Hippo in the comp. He's rarely, I've seen him surfing in the contest before, so it's good to see him in a Rashi destroying lips on a single fin.
Destroying lips. That was absolutely incredible. And he found it down in the same zone where he was flying along that first wave. So he's found his little spot in the lineup and he's keeping it secret.
Yeah, Hippo's a big boy too, so moving these single fins around, it's pretty effortless for him.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's good. It's you see the heavier blokes tend to be able to move these single fins around pretty good. Everyone's moved well down the beach. It's hard for the judges potentially to see some of these waves, but
Yeah,
it's
they might
kind of
be.
where all the scoring potential is, unfortunately.
That
like
spot on the bank, there's a few double ups and it definitely looks better than up the point.
Here we go. Who we got here? We've got Ash Douthwaite. We've got a bit of a double up through there. Heat 10. I'm next heat.
You're next heat. What's the plan?
Probably should go and put my boardies on and get out there.
Definitely that zone down the end there. Double up central.
I might even put my boardies on while we're on.
Yeah.
Oh, my towel. Oh, my towel's here.
This will be good. Just give everyone not a visual because there's no
Not a
cameras,
visual,
but
yeah.
just like talk them through it, you know? Preheat.
through it,
What's
yeah.
your preheat ritual?
Just go out there, catch waves. Energetic. Open mind.
Lots of energy.
What do you think?
Oh, I definitely think.
What would be the strategy?
Yeah, look, I definitely think I would paddle out from the beach because.
Here we go. We've got a wide peak down here. Talon Guest off the end.
Look at that.
Teeing off like an absolute smoker. Bang!
Wow.
That's a huge turn.
Oh,
he fell.
no.
You're kidding me. That would hurt.
That is a
He's
true
got to paddle out
single
so
fin
far
casualty. That was a single fin casualty. He would have made that turn 100 times on his normal shortboard. Single fin, got him. Out of control. So yeah, I wouldn't bother walking around to do the old rock hop today.
Yeah, I
Especially
might
with
even
this.
just jump off the. Oh wow, Timmy with a gigantic float.
You could maybe just jump off the balcony here, at the pavilion. Plop in. I think it's high tide.
Yeah, I might just do a weird little rock hop thing. Just do that, and then because there's no point paddling out the cove today. I think it's just
No point.
pointless because everyone's surfing just sort of off this end part.
You'll have to paddle a lot
Here we
further.
go, hippo down the beach, not liking it. So yeah, we got heat 10, halfway through it. The boys are hippo's just gone to town. What can we see what he got for that crazy wavy, that two-turner?
Oh yeah, let's have a look at the live heats update.
Yeah, huge score.
Yeah, you got a 6.4.
Oh, you only got a 6.4. That, yeah, righto. Timmy Mack on the inside, way on the inside. The Webby's not picking it up, but he's going to the shorey. Oh,
Yeah,
hippo,
well, we got a couple
hippo
of
as well. Everyone
double
paddling
ups.
in down there. He's on a slingshot.
There he
He's
goes.
flying along.
Oh
And
wow,
look
he
at
wants
this.
more.
Are you kidding me?
Oh wow.
He is looking that fluid on that thing.
Seriously, he just wants more. He's already had the best wave of the heat.
Yeah, I think he got a little
6.4.
bit underdone on that wave too. Like, then we got Talon Gas on an absolute smoker as well.
Wow.
Whack.
Oh,
Oh wow, this is a doozy.
wow, that was a really nice wave. Surfed.
That was a good exchange there. We
Just,
had a few
I
crew.
think the surfers have gone so far down the point that the broadcast is they're
Yeah.
missing these.
The broadcast is having trouble picking them up because they're so far down the beach.
Maybe
There's
that's
really
why-
good waves directly up front too.
Maybe that's why the judges cooked Ryan Hippo. They didn't see it. Maybe they can't see.
All right, we got some full-blown bombs coming through here. Who we got? Bit off the bank. Those ones a bit weird. That looks like a nice left coming through there too.
You're gonna go left. You're gonna look for a left out there.
How's the water this morning?
It's warm. It's really nice. Here goes green. Miles.
Nice. Is that green?
It's green.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that was Miles, yeah.
Miles,
It's calling him
he's-
Ash.
You were. I thought that was I thought you know, got him mixed up, but that colour is definitely green, and he's riding this really nice big yellow single fin. I'd love to know the size of that, because he's a small young lad, and he's just ripping that board around. Looks like he's got his hands full. Look at Ash Douthwaite out the back. He's got the single arm paddle going on. Is that a...
Yeah, everyone's sort of shifted right down the beach in this heat, so we're watching a lot of pretty good waves go unridden directly off the end of the Rocky at Burleigh. So, yeah, that looks like that sweep might have got a little bit more gnarly. Bit of a gnarly sweep now.
Could have.
There's a couple nice ones right off the top of the Rocky here.
Yeah, I think maybe you definitely...
Bit fast though. Oh wow, look at that one.
Problem is up there, it just kind of dies off into that dead water. Doesn't really connect through.
It's a good one.
Let's see you
I've got to
up.
go.
Yep, okay, perfect.
So I'm going to go. I'm going to go surf my heat, and Jed's going to come back. And
good luck, Cruz.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, perfect. Cruzy's out there, so I'm solo calling. Lucky there's not too much happening in this heat right now, but I'll keep you updated. I swear I can see more waves happening than the cameras can, but at least they're all sitting nice and close together. Look at them all four of them just hanging out real close. There's 5 actually. Look, Timmy's looking for an update. Here we've got all 5 boys within arm's distance. Thank God you're back, Smithy. Just solo calling this heat on my own, and Cruzy just had to run to get his heat.
And we're back.
Hello. Welcome back.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, glad to be back where I belong, which is talking nonsense about surfing and not actually surfing.
And so now you can give everyone a clear update on the conditions out there.
The conditions are 2 to 3 foot gutless gibberish.
Yeah.
Nah, there's a couple. You gotta wait and be patient.
Very, very difficult,
And,
isn't it?
I'm not a patient person. I just would rather get it done.
Yeah.
or not get it done. Ryan Hipwood in first place on 11.33. Hippo, the big wave, tube pig, glutton.
Hippo has been all over it this heat. Absolutely all over it. Just finding these inside runners. That one not really standing up, but the last few he's had have all had a lot of speed and a lot of big snaps.
How wild is Hippo? I mean, underrated in terms of just being one of the greatest tube riders of his generation. I'll never forget one of the craziest things ever, 2012, when the Fiji Pro was called off.
Oh, yeah. And
one of the greatest things that's ever happened in pro surfing, the contest directors making the call about how uncontestable it was, that we got to call this event off, there's devil wind and that.
Yeah.
And literally as he's talking, they cut to Hippo just packing a 12-foot
was that Hippo?
freight train,
Yeah, wow.
And I mean, far out over the years. Man, he's got some crazy ones at Cloudbreak, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like, it's actually, some people actually have that, that's what they're meant to do, is charge ginormous tubes. And Hippo is one of those ones, I call them a psycho.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
don't know if it's politically correct.
That's not me. But
perhaps mentally maladjusted or a bit of an old-fashioned nutter.
Yeah, but like, they come alive in the big, scary waves.
How crazy is it? I don't know if you've spent much time in conditions like that around him, but or even just in conditions like that and watching people kind of enter that beast
Yeah.
mode when the swell gets into those
I've
categories.
definitely witnessed the people who do have that beast mode setting. Oh, late drop for Miles. That was nice. Sorry, yeah, no, I have definitely seen that switch flicked, and that is Laura Enever. The first time I witnessed her at Cloudbreak, big Cloudbreak day, I was very scared, and she just goes into another zone where her little crazy eyes come out, and she's just like, I'm on. The biggest set of the day, she wants it. And I think they're tuned differently in the brain.
Yeah, Hippo's definitely in that category. He's Talon Guest, putting a pretty sick wave together there. Yeah, he's a maestro at the Cape too, Cape Solanta.
Anyone who surfs those waves, like those, that one in particular in Tassie is like scariest wave on earth.
Oh, Shippies is mental. Yeah, it's
Shippies.
Yeah, it is. It's wild. I don't know where he got it from, because growing up here on the Gold Coast, I mean, yeah, you got hollow waves, but nothing of that kind of variety.
No.
But it's a pretty quick skip to Fiji from here. I guess a lot of the Goldie guys and Queensland guys were pretty onto Fiji pretty early as soon as it opened up. As we see the surfer in white.
That's a nice
Timmy
looking
Mack,
wave.
the super coach, the Vince Lombardi of the HPC, putting up some hot sauce. That Rio. Oh,
Whoa.
Pig Dog. He's kind of packed that. I'm calling that a make almost.
Pig Dog for Sean. Pig Dog Sean. Very nice. Making it exciting, you know. Making this absolutely impeccable 2-3 foot Burleigh surf entertaining.
That's right. Good to see a corn drag. Bit of rinsed corn on the menu today. But yeah, T-Mac, Stradbroke Island native. I guess he's right in between Bede Durbridge and Ethan Ewing age-wise.
Yep. North Straddy, Islander.
We see the surfer in red.
I wonder if this guy Ash, don't know him too well, but I wonder if he's grown this moustache for this event, because it really suits that. And wow, that was a really cool backhand snap. I wish he rode out. Just moustache and everything, like, oof.
Rode out looking like Tom Selleck, just steezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell us about that session with Laura at Cloudbreak. What year was that?
That was 2014. It was before the contest started. We had a really big swell, and a lot of the girls definitely were put into their place, and Laura stepped up. So seriously, like, it's really nice to see when someone has that. To me, I don't have that.
Sick turn off the top. Looks like Miles Blanchard. He's putting a couple together. Grom, little switch foot Magoo on the kick out.
Yeah.
Mad.
I think there's certain surfers, like Tatiana has it, Laura has it, Courtney Conologue. They just have this, like, they have no fear, and when the waves get scary, they actually love it. It's a different type of surfer. Then you have, like, your Carissas, Stephs, who are not really in that, they're not in that same group. They're more calculated, like
more self-preserving.
Yeah, like they will charge if they need to, but it's more like they'll charge to get the job done.
Yeah, some people just want it.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing, to be around that energy when people want waves that you don't want a bar of, and you kind of, you know,
nobody
you're
wanted a
poking
bar
your head
of
over
these
the
ones.
ledge and you're going, oh,
Yeah.
be careful, you know, when you got that kind of emotion
Yeah.
of, like, you almost want to tell them, no, like,
Be
don't
careful.
go, yeah.
Laura, what are you doing? You sure? You sure about this one?
Yeah, exactly. I get that feeling when I surf around Talia Redguard. You know Talia? Yeah, heard much about
yes, yeah, from Sunny Coast originally.
Sunny Coast originally. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. So, did you grow up surfing much with her? She's a bit
surf-
older than you.
Yeah, saw her around surfing the points of Noosa a fair bit when we were younger, but I haven't seen her in probably 10 years.
I think she would be the best female tube rider in the world.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, packing like 10-foot low tide
Wow.
tombstones and stuff,
Wow.
like, you know, stand tall backside pits. And some of the stuff down there on the southern stretches of the coastline I've seen her do in the flesh. Yeah, she's a wild specimen.
And that heat is done. Hippo taking the win. He'll be very impressed.
Hippo can get it done in the small stuff as well as the Mondo Pacific cones. T-Mac, the Stradbroke Islander in second, Talent Guest in third. As we move into heat 11, legs 11 with Cruzy, the son of a concreter from Gerringong. And one of our co-commentators in red, looking to put together a big heat total up against Scum Valley's finest himself, my old mate, Clancy Dawson, aka Clanger, one of the top flight coaches there at the HPC. We got Milne, the filmmaker, Sunny Coast, Core Lord.
There's Clancy showing how it's done. Hey kids, watch this.
Yep, no doubt the studious young beings at the HPC will have their notepads out watching the broadcast. Taking notes on Captain Clanger putting up a couple of the frontside nooners. I'll never forget growing up there at Bondi, Clancy, you know, we'd go for earlies and look up on the stormwater drain there, and there would be Clancy with his old man doing Tai Chi in the mornings. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that was his kind of secret to flexibility and balance and calm. Yeah, it was pretty steezy. It was kind of a hard one to wrap your head around.
So that was his pre-contest warm-up.
I guess so. I don't know if it was related to the comp or, you know, it was just his kind of dad's trip, but yeah, it was such a trippy thing, and it definitely worked. He was a very fluent, you know, really quality surfer.
Tai Chi.
Came out of a generation at Bondi where we'd had a real dearth of surfing talent, and Clanger was kind of the first dude for a lot of years to get on the queue and give it a crack.
Yep. Give it a red hot crack.
Hey, how did
Milne in first place.
Started off really well, didn't he? Little 5. Look how far down the boys have drifted. Oh, see, Cruzy was going for the beach paddle out, and they've actually no, half of them are up the point. Just one. Where is Cruzy? Okay, we've got Cruzy halfway up the point. Not following his game plan, actually. No, I think he was talking up. He kept seeing waves up there, and I said, Cruzy, don't sit up there. It's too high tide. Not enough, you know, not enough push. But he managed to see a couple, so we'll see if he can prove me wrong.
He's got a keen eye. Cruzy, you got to have a keen eye to survive the queue.
Yeah.
Survive the queue he did, making it all the way to the World Tour, where he came up against nothing but John and Medina for an entire season. That was,
wow.
I mean, wow. What can you do?
Imagine being a man on the tour these days.
Tough gig.
Yeah.
Speaking of coming up just short on the tour, or of making the tour, you came very close yourself this year, Dimity.
Oh, yeah.
Talk us through the campaign.
Yeah, it was really good to be back, actually. It was fun. I think had nearly 2 years off doing contests, and then did the full 4 Challenger Series back-to-back leg over in Europe and America and Hawaii, and it was actually really fun. It was intense, back-to-back, and normally we get to come home and like repack the bags and have a couple weeks off in between comps, but this one was just due to, you know, like the way traveling is around the world at the moment, they just decided to have them back to back to make it easy for everyone to do them all, which was good. It was fun. And I think I was almost a little burnt out by the end of the 4th event over in Hawaii. It kind of took maybe 3 weeks for the event. We were there for 3 weeks before the event started, and then once the event, we had a really good swell on Thanksgiving. It was pumping Haleiwa, and it was the day before the comp, and unfortunately the forecast for the contest just disappeared. So it was a bit, you know, waiting around for the event to start in Hawaii. It was flat, rainy.
Oh no.
And it just kind of zapped my energy and my motivation a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, you surfed really well in the event. As we see the surfer in blue. Wow. Electric boogaloo. Sick whippy turn and getting a little bonus section. But yeah, I mean, talk to us about that campaign in terms of the amount of time you guys all spent on the road together. And I understand you're a real fixture in that Australian kind of surfing core that came together, especially I know there was a big celebration there when Connor took out the event in France and big party or playing records. I heard it was just a great night.
We had such a weapon team, Australia. Like, we seriously did. We had the best crew. There was maybe 15 of us that I could just think all up that were just together every event. And, like, we had each other's backs at every contest, and it was so sick. Like, the vibe was incredible. And I think it's just due to the fact that we were all in the same boat. We were all put in this position. You know, you got to lean on each other, and we've only got each other. And I think after the break of having no contests for 2 years and everyone's stuck at home with everything going on, that when we were back together, it was everyone just appreciated one another so much more.
It's a beautiful story because it's not one that's really synonymous with surfing, which is a famously sole pursuit. And I think for a long time in Australian surfing, everyone's like, I guess that previous generation of tour surfers, they weren't famous for their camaraderie.
No, they were just dog eat dog.
Dog eat dog, big money. It's just the way it goes sometimes. But I guess Australian surfing's had to have a good hard look at itself over the past few years. And we're in a rebuilding phase, and I think yourself and everyone else who were part of that contingent really did Australian surfing proud. There's a lot of character in the performances and the stories, and you got a feeling for the sense of camaraderie coming out of the crew over there. It was sick. It was great to see. It was
it was
you guys
so
should
fun.
be real proud of yourselves.
It was so fun. It was definitely a trip that none of us will forget. It was so much fun. Wow, Blue on a nice little runner. Another big snapperoo. Ooh, this board looks nice as well. Very smooth. Oh, look at that. I spoke too soon, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. Now, Cruzy, the co-commentator, still sitting in dead last, having not caught a wave. Strategy paying dividends at the moment,
Oh, yeah. He's very persistent on that spot, even though we saw about 1,000 bombs down the end here. I said, Cruzy, paddle from the beach, sit where Hippo sat.
Yes.
It's quite funny though you're your own coach, and then you do the opposite of what you're actually telling yourself to do. I do that when I'm on the QS. Like, I'm at the highest level of competition that I'm supposed to be at, and I do the opposite to what I've...
Oh, Cruzy, I don't know.
That was a bomb.
He's tried to scratch into a bomb there. I wonder if he's coughed up priority.
Yeah, well, he definitely has.
I mean, technically he would have, but we're not seeming to run on that. Here we go. Cruz winding up.
Wow.
Big hit off the top. He's got the bonus section. Darts! Oh, he pounces.
You know what? He did a full Gabby Medina then. Took full advantage of his horrible mistake. And then got that little back up behind it. And he's back in the game. That was a really nice start.
Yep. 2 big turns there. Should rocket him up the leaderboard. Tommy Harcher winding up. Oh, big hack out of the top. Doing the Bondi bounce there, or the Burleigh bounce as it were. He's got the bonus section.
Bonus section. Wow. Snap to rock finish. Nice.
Snap to narrowly avoiding a rock enema there. Critical surfing. Oh, a little drop wallet. Is that Chris Brooks, I think?
Clancy. Was it? Yeah, the old pink on the screen is actually black.
Right.
Throw off, isn't it? Actually, all these colours are a throw off. I would call this colour Owen Milne's in purple, but on the screen it's in real life it's green. I don't know what they're trying to do to us.
They're trying to send us mad, sitting us here in a declining Category 3 cyclone,
So
surrounded by lightning.
Liam O'Brien is in this event? Is he in this event?
I believe so, although COVID might have thrown a spanner in the works. I know he's desperate to dodge it before going to Pipeline later this month. So
That's actually it's really hard for people to do that at the moment, isn't it?
it is. It's absolutely popping
Everyone's
off.
dropping like flies.
Down under. Yeah, so I really hope he can avoid getting the cron.
Because it would have been really nice to see him surf, and also it would have been nice to see Connor O'Leary on a single fin.
Oh, wouldn't it? A couple
Yeah,
of
we should have sent
backside
him an
wahas
invite.
from the big man. Oh,
Yeah.
as we see Cruz fanging down the line. Oh, throwing heat.
Wow.
Little frontside pizza toss on the end section.
Pizza toss. I like it.
Such an electric surfer, Cruz. I think the single fins really suit him. He's got so much speed and power and energy loaded up in that frame of his.
Yeah.
And the single fin, it just suits him. Kind of forces him to really slow down and draw those lines out.
Yeah. It's definitely nice watching the guys how they do full proper maneuvers on their single fins. Like, I definitely do not do that, and I think it's just due to the fact that the board that I'm riding is too big. Which is, it's not a bad board, it's an amazing board. It's just like,
And I think you do
allow
incredible
you
surfing on it. You're a former winner here. And yeah, that big board, I mean, it's a different technique to what the guys, the guys are really
are just snapping it.
Yeah,
snapping it.
That's right. These guys are trying to put up, as many manoeuvres as they can.
Yeah.
As we see Cruz sniffing around on the inside.
Double
He's
up.
found a little double up runner
Oh.
and nosedived. Oh, you're kidding me. That's a real shame.
Nosedive.
It's been a while since we've seen a World Tour pedigree surfer nosedive.
That was a World Tour nosedive right there. Oh, nice, smooth. Wow, look at that. That's what
Throwing
we
it up
want to
there.
see. Thank you.
Tommy Hartry's actually ripping, putting some pressure on these more esteemed opponents.
Ooh. Someone's got a dog overboard.
Yeah, there's a couple getting around the
Jai.
contest side, don't worry about that.
Keep that one on the wall, Jai.
Wow, mental combo from Chris Brooks. As he milks this thing all the way
Wow.
to the inshore, he's going to get a little bonus river rapid,
Let
I
him
think.
through. The camera's lost him, but yeah, he's still going. Finishing off it right now on the shore. He's in the schooner section where he could just grab a scooey.
The Gauge single fin schooner shore break brought to you by Gauge. As we see a change up on the leaderboard, it's all happening. Tommy Hartry moved into second for a split second there, but Chris Brooks is taken back second with that mental combo. Owen Milne, the Sunny Coast Core Lord, in fourth. Just put up a nice little two-turn combo himself. Clancy Dawson in fifth, and Jai Townend on one right now.
Yeah, that one needs to stay on the wall, that board.
Yeah, it looks like it's got some cement in the bottom of it or something.
Looks like it's got some sort of signature, like it did come off the wall on the top there.
Yeah, maybe ripped a bit of gyprock off with it. It's not looking amazing.
Your paleo snack pack. Wow, cruisy.
Cruz winding up. The son of a concreter from Gerringong. Oh, bingo, bango, boingo.
Wow, loses the board.
Far out. How many turns did he rip off there? That was wild.
What were you saying about slowing down? He was, that's
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he was on a short board, he would have been doing 5 turns before he came off the bottom. Oh, it's popping off down here at Burleigh. We've got the Cafe Del Mar mix going on.
Yes.
And some, what would you call them? The Burleigh Bogan Brigade, I don't know if these guys are on the spinach or the human growth hormone, but there's some big rigs getting around, Dimity.
There's definitely, they take pride in their rigs here at Burleigh.
Mm.
It's all about the lifting and the, yeah.
Do you even lift?
Do you lift? Do you get the guns out?
Yeah,
Booties.
it's an interesting
Girls
combo.
get the booties out in Burleigh. Guys get the guns.
Guns, booties, spinach.
Extra tight pants. A lot of tight pants. Actually, yeah, because I DJ here, so I work here most weekends. I get a lot of good people watching here at the pavilion. Absolutely love it.
I bet it's an absolute spesh.
That North Gold Coast.
Oh, wow, look at this thing.
Woo!
Is that,
double up, Clancy.
Clancy.
Oh.
Get a little bit of a shampoo deluxe L'Oreal treatment on the inside there. Winding up the surf in yellows. That was a sick little kind of fin release almost.
Great style for Tommy Hatcher. Cruzy's in a paddle battle up top with his housemate, Owen Milne. Oh, Milne's going to lose priority on that.
There's a bit of bad blood between the two here as well, lingering from that share house scenario. Just, you know, typical stuff. A couple of slices of cheese going missing. As we see Cruz winding up with a big, oh my lord, watch out.
Air guy.
Single fin coming at ya.
Air guy was looking for the air.
Holy smokes, almost looked like a free trip to Thailand coming up.
He remembered he was riding a 40-pound surfboard.
Yeah.
Cannot get out of the water with that thing.
Single fin to sex change.
Yeah, what were you saying about the missing cheese?
Oh yeah, that's that's what Milne was filling me in on before the paddle out. There's just been a bit of bad blood, you know.
Oh, okay. Between Cruzy and
he's just been noticing someone or something's been nibbling at his cheese, and you know, probably not a mouse. So yeah, he's got a score to settle with Cruz in this one.
Housemates, eh?
Yeah.
Housemate wars.
But you know, Cruz bit back on that and said, "Look, mate, you know those dishes aren't going to wash themselves, are they, Milne? I'm going to entitle myself to a slice of your cheese. Thank you very much. It's washing up tax, you dog."
You dog.
As we see the man in question, Milne, the lazy washer-upper, not lazy with that front side re-entry. Wow.
Only getting the one hit, unfortunately.
No refund.
Let's see him get two of those. And then he might be able to battle it out for the top spot.
So small. Cruzy fanging down the line, the end section winding up and whacking it. Wah! He's way ahead of the pack at the moment and looking to extend his lead. Took a while to get going, Dimo.
Yeah, he
sat out there, mulling over his New Year's resolutions, the cheese debacle. Who knows what else he was thinking about.
He was trying to talk himself into that spot up the top of the point, which was just not happening. Oh, Milne with the layback off camera. That's right, we got 6 surfers in the lineup. It's hard to keep up, you know.
You're right, his spot up the top of the point there's just a deep hole at the moment on that dead high tide, so he's glad he changed up and moved down to the end section. There's definitely a lot more scoring potential down here.
I think he's just got previous years in his head. He probably hasn't surfed here since last year's single fin, and was remembered that we were all surfing up the point up there last year, so he probably thought, oh yeah, I'll start up here. Not this year, Cruzy.
And so back to Hawaii, the Challenger Series event. You ended up going pretty deep at Haleiwa there.
So
what was the wash up from there? You came just one heat short really of making the tour?
Look, it all ended up because of how well the other girls in that situation did, I would have had to have made more than one heat. I would have had to have made it to the semi-final or probably the final. But it was just, I had a bit of a shocker. My round 2 just, had you know, not the right waves and had someone get in my way, which was hard because I fell off a wave and I would have made the heat. I had to jump off because I was running her over.
That's so gnarly.
Yeah, it was a tough situation to be in. It's not her fault. It kind of, actually, you know what? It was her fault because she did have enough opportunity to get out of the way. She had time to paddle into the whitewash, but she just took the selfish approach and paddled out in my lineup. And it's just your instinct is to jump off so you don't hurt the person.
Yeah, unless you got that killer instinct.
I mean,
in which case you just drive it straight through them. Consequences be damned. But it's an interesting one because you actually see it at that elite level where people will put themselves in the way of a surfer or really close to it. You see it, don't you? You see guys paddle at surfers while they're on the wave, almost just to get in their head, get in their periphery, throw them off a bit.
Did you remember Jack Robinson and Zeke Lau at Sunset?
Oh, do I?
It was exactly the same situation as that, where it's like it's kind of was their fault, but the judges can't really call them out on it because they can't prove it. And even if an interference was called, it doesn't help the person that fell off the wave because like they might have interfered with your wave, but at the end of the day you can't take that wave back and you can't ride out of it. So the only person it's affecting is just I had to jump off my wave, and in the end I only lost by like half a point, and if I'd ridden out of that turn I would have made the heat. So it was a scrappy heat, but I managed to come back, and then that happened. So it's just it's more, I was just more wanted to surf good waves in Hawaii. Not go out, not lose a heat like that. But that's right, I'm excited for this year. I think this year's going to be insane.
You clearly got what it takes to get to that next level. Look forward to what 2022 brings. I'd imagine far out, but 2023 you'll be well on your way. Oh my God!
Felt
As
like,
we see this,
wow!
Justin Crawford just dry docking probably one of his old man's boards.
Just absolutely dry docking.
Fetching absolute mint on eBay. How's the tripped out raked fin?
Wow.
Might even be a. I know his old man kind of was in that kneeboard.
Oh, he's in a
fin crossover.
Look at the situation he's in now. He's got rocks actually in front of him. Oh no. This is not well, and he's got a fin to the face here.
Oh,
interesting technique.
Didn't leave himself with much recourse there. That was gnarly. Wow.
Yeah, no, actually, overall, I think last year that having 4 events back to back, I did really well in 2 of them. So I got to the quarters over in France, so that felt good to make finals day.
That's where you went deep. Yeah, true.
And then so it was almost like I did well in 2 out of the 4 comps. First round loss in Portugal, and then second round loss in Hawaii. So it's there's heaps to improve on, which is good for this year. There's a huge season, so we got a lot more chances.
Really difficult year to get onto through the women's side of the draw with that huge push coming out of Hawaii. So much crazy talent.
So much
and
talent.
America, Katie Simmers. Oh yeah,
Betty
she's
Lou,
mind melting.
I can't wait to see Betty Lou. She's got the best technique and style. She's just the full package.
Sakura.
Look at these guys. He's recovered really well from that rock incident.
Groovy floater.
Yeah.
Justin
the boys
Crawford
have gone way up the point.
Yeah. Kind of sitting just deep of Cruzy's dead zone.
Cruzy's dead zone.
Louis Hind, that's the nephew of Derek Hind, rip curl, sponoed, free surfer, jazzy, goofy foot. He'd be the favourite to take this heat out. Justin Crawford, son of the great Peter Crawford, DY Nilo icon.
Nilo.
photographic genius, just an absolute don of surfing culture. Anthony Poles, believe he's a Burleigh Lord. Hey Diddle Diddle, Shane Haybiddle.
Haybiddle.
And Benny Henderson and Jack Bodie. Couldn't have a surf contest without Bodie in it. It'd just be sacrilegious, wouldn't it?
Questionable this this section of the bank that they've chosen.
Yeah, seems all a bit fast at that end, especially for the singlies.
I'm surprised no one's out the back on that little spot out the back where that's kind of where we were surfing our heats at 9 a.m. this morning. The tide was a lot lower, so it was breaking out there, and it wasn't breaking in here on the rock break, but I feel like there's a bit more opportunity out the back than where there is in there.
Nice slash from Poles. Good rhythm down the line. Right into the rocks.
Watch out for that fin. Some of those beautiful big single fins not going to stand a chance against these Burleigh rock break. Tell you what, I'd be in a lot of trouble if I knocked the fin out of my board.
Yeah, what craft did you bring to the 25th Burleigh Single Fin Festival, Dimo?
I brought the one and only Mark Richards single fin. The second has had 2 single fin wins. Not me, the board. Nah, yes, me and the board, but it was more the board.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 big single fin wins on the Mark Richards.
That's incredible. So we're talking a board hand-shaped by the great Merriweather maestro, the 4-time world champ, Emma.
40 years old. Emma saw the board and he said that thing must be 40 plus years old.
Wow. So I guess that's when did he go on his streak? Was that beginning 77 to I can't remember. I mean, you won 4 straight, so he's made that previous to coming up with the twin fin template, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Whenever that was. Made someone who's a bit more of a surf history buff.
I wish I knew more of the history. All I know is it's my good friend Noel Woods, who from Sunshine Coast, he's got quite the collection of surfboards, single fins, twin fins, thrusters. He's got it all, and he kindly lends it to me every year. And he gets a measuring stick out on the depressions.
Louis Hine. Oh, wow. Couple big sections, big turns. Classical backside surfing, not easy to do on the singly.
Yeah.
Oh, watch out. Chop up on the end section. That was a dangerous.
I guess that's the saddest thing about old surfboards is that, you know, like an old car, you don't really ding the car just by riding it. Like, whereas like a board, like an old board, you actually ding it by riding it. You know, you put depressions in it. So that's the hardest part about having something so valuable and so old, so precious that you want to be able to ride it, but you don't want to break it.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it's survived 40 years suggests that it's probably fairly durable. So
but it hasn't really been ridden too much by the looks of it. But also, they're built different, those old boards. They're a lot stronger.
How crazy is it to think that surfers in that generation, I mean, they were shaping their own boards and carrying them around the world, surfing world tour events. But also the fact that, you know, I bet you they had a quiver in those days of maybe like 3 boards. And and these boards lasted for 40 years.
Even though they could
think about today's boards, you know, pro surfers are going through upwards of 100 boards in a year.
Oh, the amount of boards that the boys go through is absolutely disgraceful.
It's a bit gnarly,
it's
isn't it? A bit of a trip out.
Yeah, like I'm not in that. I'm not. I seriously ride about probably 4 boards in 1 year, and that's 4 different sizes.
Portion of the wind. Yeah.
Like a good board, I'll keep all year and I'll ride it at every comp all year, and I'll keep that one favourite, and I'll just keep it like buttery and perfect.
Yeah, it's radical.
But the guys literally just go through surfboards like they're not paying for them.
Someone or something is paying for those boards.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a crazy. Like if you were to look at boards on a durability continuum, you know, single fins would take up that entire continuum.
Yeah.
And the modern shortboard, it wouldn't even make it on the graph.
Not even.
Likewise, I guess if you were to look at boards on a performance continuum, the modern thruster would take up that whole graph, and the single fin wouldn't get on there. But surely there's space for some kind of middle ground, or maybe some kind of tour where people are only allowed to ride the boards that they made a kind of Shapers Surfer Cup, or I don't know, is there something
They're starting to make carbon boards or something that are like really strong.
Or maybe a cap on the amount of boards you can have in a season. Or something like that. It's crazy.
I think it's just gone so far to the point where like the guys almost don't even need that many boards. They're just so used to being like shaped that many and given that many, and they think that's normal. Whereas like if they didn't have the option to have that many, they would maybe try a few less airs.
Yeah, that's right. Pack a few less closeouts.
Yeah. You can. Get some more paleo snackos.
What time does this wrap up, Jack?
Hello, Cruzy.
Hello, Dim.
Absolutely tore the bag out of your heat.
Oh, I don't know about that, but we'll take it.
A win is a win.
A win's a win. It was it's a lot harder and worse out there than when you're sitting up here and watching it and going, oh, mind surfing.
What about your tactic of, you know, paddling from the beach and just cruising on this inside and then?
When I got my board, I went far out. I was like on the point, and I was like, oh, I'm better off just jumping off the top to try and get a wave, and then, yeah, anyways.
Ooh.
The boys are up the point in this one.
They've definitely moved up to the point, which is
not a bad idea. I think when I got to the point, it was actually a bit better than what I thought, and I probably should have stayed up there. So it's good to see that they moved up the point, and they're actually on the traditional.
Out the back out there?
For sure. I mean, if you want to be a cowboy, like, by all means, there's a couple bombs out there. I think on the low tide that'd be a good call for sure. You could just get a big bomb and smash it.
Smash it.
But who we got here? We got Louis Hind.
Oh, surfer in
Halsey.
white, just getting absolutely dry docked. He loves that spot. Justin Crawford, he's been hanging in there the whole heat.
What, right on the rocks?
Just in the rocks, just hanging out, trying to knock that beautiful single fin out.
Yeah, it's a lot fatter out there than it looks on camera. So
yeah,
it's
it's
at the board
oh
and
my
the
goodness.
fatness.
Yeah. No,
But,
it's
there's
definitely,
still a
it's not
couple
quite
little
lining
corners
up.
for sure.
It's not really lining up as nicely as you'd hoped,
Here
hey.
we go. There's an absolute smoker on the Rocky now. Palsy. He's a bit deep though, it looks like. Yeah, he's kicked out. The wide part got real good.
It's actually one of the hardest waves to read on Earth, this little Burleigh rock break.
Here we go. The Rocky's really starting to turn on with the max tide and the run out. And there's a
Look at this,
the
tube! Oh my
tube
god!
Rocky, that's got to be huge points.
Shane, in the tube.
Huge points for a tube on the Rocky, surely. We've got another little chip shot off the rocks here. Rocky's where it's at right now. I think it's a wise call. You had a couple single fins today?
Couple of single fins?
Yeah.
Not one.
Warm ones?
Have not. Have you had a warm single fin today?
I think this one's warm right now.
It's a nice warm beer.
I was like, oh, yeah, I'll have a cold beer. Oh, look out, we got a bit of a drop in. Huge,
Oh, here we
huge
go.
drop in
Sharing.
here. Huge drop in. I
Huge.
don't think that matters in this event.
Oh,
Or
look out.
does it?
Let's
Is
see
that an
the
inno or-
altercation afterwards.
Oh, there's a bit of
Ooh,
there's
someone's...
a bit of hoorah going on. Nah, Louis Hine, he's the nicest dude ever. He would never get in a blow up.
Was
Justin
Louis on the
Rock-
inside
it was
then?
Louis and Justin.
Ah,
Two really
Louis off it.
extremely nice people. Palsy way up top
Oh,
on an
look.
absolute screamer.
Justin's just checking that he hasn't knocked the fin
This
out
is
for
Palsy's
the third time.
turn here. He just went to town, literally on the rocks. He's on the bricks. I think he's going to go to first with that one. That was pretty gnarly. Hopefully the Webby can drum up a bit of a replay with that. Are you going to? What are your plans this afternoon? Are you going to have a free surf, or are you going to? Are you
Cruising.
DJing the Savo?
Not today. Actually, not this weekend. I got the weekend off for the single fin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
It's
weird.
unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Must be good.
Feels good. I could just hang out with my mates.
Yeah.
Give some requests to the DJ. Hey, can you play some good
DJs
music?
start bloody early up here at the pub, don't they?
They do.
What time do they get cracking?
Start at about 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Yep. Cafe Del Mar starts pumping in.
Yeah, we're sitting up at the Burleigh pub. Bit of a unique torched zone.
Beautiful,
Great-
isn't it?
Great for a blowout.
Absolutely fabulous for a blowout.
Yeah, fabulous for a blowout. And,
Ain't no better place to sink a
if you want to come
cold
stand in a
cocktail.
long line, come at about like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And then you'll stand in a nice long line. And then getting a drink can be tough. But yeah, many a blowout up here in the pub.
There's just no better place to drink a cocktail.
Crazy to think
Right
that
on the
this
water.
place didn't exist a few years ago.
It's actually crazy to think that the place with this good a view was not here for a drink. Like, you couldn't come here and...
You could. There was a restaurant in here. And then it was
But it was
but
pretty-
it was pretty
pretty
sit
average,
downy.
wasn't it? Yeah.
It was real
It was
sit downy and like
fancy.
proper. Now it's turned into a full tilt, blow your socks off joint. Here we go. Who we got here? We got Shane Haybiddle, father of Rico.
Whoa.
Oh, a bit of a unique dismount there.
Single fin dismount. Look at the tape on the nose of that thing.
So what do we got? We got 40 seconds left. Louis looks like he's wrapped this bad boy up. It's neck and neck for third and fourth by the looks of things. Looks like Shane Haybiddle's kind of in the third spot. Pretty safe for now. It doesn't look like anyone's going to get a wave in time. So
Justin Crawford's got away with not knocking out that fin, which is good.
yeah, Justin Crawford survived with all his one fin in his board. Oh, look out. We've got a bit of a buzzer beater situation going on here. Someone
Green.
wide. Here we go. Wide peak.
Jack Bowden.
Oh,
Bang.
it's huge turn, and he's made it. Jack Bowden has potentially got himself up in the third, maybe in one turn.
Oh,
but a
left.
nice one.
Louis on the left. Goofy footer. Look at him, he's
Louis
blowing
wrapping that up.
He's blowing up about the drop-in, see?
He's blowing up.
Can't even...
Nah, he's all good. He's one with the universe, Louis. He's... Yeah, there we go. What heat number is it? 13.
Oh, welcome back to the Burleigh Single Fin.
And we're straight, bloody into it. No. Oh, we still got the last heat up there, so we're not sure who we got, but...
Next heat in the water will be heat 13.
Oh, it's Quinny Bruce, last year's winner.
Wow.
That is huge for him to come and defend his title.
Champ.
Quinny's been ripping really hard, like, over the past few years. Like, see him on a shortboard. He's installing solar panels by day.
Oh yeah.
And also destroying any right wedge at D-bar in his free time. So he's a bit of a weapon, old
hard
Quinny Bruce.
yakker.
Yeah, he's a legend. And yeah, let's get this heat up. Who we got here? We got to get a bloody heat report up here. Can we get any lunch hookup by you here? Here we go.
Might be
We got
able
it
to.
red. Oh, it's James Billy Watson. Wow. He went out early and got a couple warm-up waves. He was surfing pretty much in the area.
Was he?
Yeah, just warming up. So he should have his feet in the wax, and
Love
expecting
a
a big performance from
good
Bill.
pre-heat warm-up out in the lineup with the other competitors.
Yeah, pretty much. He was right in the guts of them.
Oh, yellow.
Here we got yellow. Quinny.
Dutsa.
Oh, bad wave. He's going to kick out of that one. This is a nice heat here. We got Mark Llewellyn. He's already got a 7. What's he done on that thing? Mark, local Burleigh, great photographer. Oh, we've had a bit of a Webby malfunction here.
Loss of the screen. Oh no, what are we gonna do?
Turn up.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're back. We're bloody on.
There we go.
Bit of a malfunction here. Huge
and the
one.
heat has been going.
Huge malfunction. But we're back, and we got a doozy of a heat. We've got Mark Llewellyn, local Burleigh, epic photog legend. Here from Burleigh, smooth, goofy footer. We got James Billy Watson, another local core lord, Burleigh lad. Quinny Bruce, past winner, won last year and destroyed everyone.
It's so draining. It's probably the most draining surf experience I can think of.
Yeah.
And you're looking at, you're looking at it on the footage, and everyone has that same feeling when you're watching footage of it. Oh, I want one of those. I want one of those. But it's a very different feeling, as you said, when it's steaming in towards you.
Oh, yeah.
All
Yeah.
6 to 8 foot of it with a line going, seemingly for 10 Ks into the channel.
Crazy. And you definitely get, when you're out there on a big day, it definitely is real, because when the sets come through, you almost see like, there might be 250 people out there and half of them can't surf. And when the sets come through, they just sit back and they're like, ooh, I'm not going this one.
Yeah.
And it gets real. It's like, okay, your head down, you're going, like, I'm going. And then, it's scary.
Oh, it's scary. Yeah, it really is. Underrated. As we see the surfer in blue back to the heat, Jacob Byrne. Stylish hit out of the top. Sick front side. Gouge. Is that a relation to Al Byrne?
Yeah.
The late great Al Byrne? Grandson of Alan Byrne, the Kiwi-born, Burleigh-based shaping icon.
Wow.
True legend of the game. The AB Channel Bottoms were one of the great kind of early heavy water hollow wave designs. Oh, how was that drop wallet? Geordie Watson, fresh off the Kira Cone of a lifetime, hacking the bejesus out of it.
He must have got a spot in the comp after that barrel. I don't think Geordie's been in this event before.
No, he must have got the call up. I mean, it takes, you got to do some serious surfing to catch the attention of the Burleigh Single Fin Mafia, but they've given him the nod. He's a made man today.
He's made it. He's made it after that barrel, I'd say. The handshake was done.
In a back room somewhere here.
Welcome to the Burleigh Single Fin.
Is that Jack Bow? Take a bow.
Yeah.
Let's put a wave to there. Front side.
Jack Bow.
Pokes, hits, wraps.
Ooh, backhand
Taylor.
attack not being seen on the Broadie. Cameraman has lost.
Cameraman's on the Murray Cod there because he's just missed a pretty sick backside combo from Link Taylor. As Dimity takes a well-earned breather, regaling us with all sorts of tour war stories.
Espresso martinis for everyone. Yeah, I'll take one. If you have one, I'll take one. Yeah, definitely. Oh, so you bought that lunch down here? Yeah, right.
I just got to say, I just got to chuck it in there.
Oh.
Oh, Cruz, what are you making of proceedings, mate? Let's break down your heat before we get into this one as we see
someone
surfer in green or blue,
flying
maybe.
Around.
Hard to tell, but yeah. How was it out there?
It was way worse than it looks from up here. But, like, as you know, you're out there. Harder to find it. And, yeah, managed to somehow find a couple small ones. But I think, I didn't even know my heat started until, like, 15 minutes in, and the next thing I know, it was over. I was like, gee, I was like, fuck. But, no. Good fun. There's still a bit of juice in that out there, which is nice.
Yeah, there's the odd one, and there's the odd kind of high energy one.
Who we got paddling into this thing?
It's like Jacob Byrne.
Jacob Byrne. How's the style on him? Sick style, eh?
Redirected that onto the foam.
Wow.
Little bonus squirt of speed. That was
yeah,
sick.
Jacob Byrne. Jacob Byrne, like Byrne blood.
Yep.
Al Byrne, blood.
Byrne lineage.
Ian Byrne. The Byrne family, obviously pretty renowned here. Burleigh. There's Lincoln Taylor. North Stratty, absolute legend. Paramedic now.
Wow.
Been dealing with a lot of COVID related.
You've got to tip your cap to a paramedic. They are the true heroes of society. On the front line, doing the job that needs to be done that no one wants to do. It's, mate, can you imagine?
And Lincoln, the craziest thing is he's still absolutely bloody tears. Like, few months ago, we got a day at South Stratty, and I reckon I saw him stand in one of the biggest, better South Stratty pits I've seen.
Wow.
Step off, but still backside right, and 8
Crucifix.
foot crucifix style cone.
Wow.
And so saving lives, standing in big cones, legend.
Legend. What a life.
What a life.
I think the more that you lean into adversity and shoulder responsibility like that, the more the universe pays you back. Pats you on the back and goes, "Here you go, son. Have an 8-foot step off cone. You've earned it."
100%. Yeah. Because that cone didn't come anywhere near me.
That's right. If you've been a pro surfer, and
you get the scrubs.
Yeah.
Who we got here? We got someone up. The cameras are. I'm pretty sure actually.
That had plenty of sizzle.
Man,
that
this
little
heat,
skitsy little
sick.
Rio. Is that Jackie Bow or?
Nah, that's Moses Legrace. He's West Australian lad surfing real sharp on these single fins.
Yeah,
I
reckon.
He might have sniffed out a bit of a weapon of a board by the looks of things. But ripping. He ripped that last one too. I was kind of like surprised. I was like, who is that? He's tearing. But this is stacked heat. We've got Geordie. Like I was saying to you earlier, the wave of the swell. Cyclone Seth, he's out there. So
I was just reading, he drove 12 hours straight into that cyclone. So he's basically gotten out the car, just spilled, Macca's wrappers and caved Dirty Bird wrappers on the ground. Done a quick couple of Merv Hughes calisthenics and paddle into that thing. You kidding me?
If he didn't spill Macca's wrappers out of his car, it would be frowned upon, surely. What? Someone
drop while
just
it's deluxe.
Here he is. We speak of him right now.
Can do no wrong.
Gigantic layback hack. The guy gets coned out of his mind at Kira after a 12-hour drive, eating Macca's and laying into huge carbs on a single fin. And he's a plumber. He actually did the plumbing at my house at my new renovation.
You're joking.
Yeah, he's a freak show of a bloke.
A blue-collar hero, fizzed on Monster Energy drink, fueled by McChickens, and just packing rompers at the Kira. What an icon.
Yeah, he's good.
I mean, you shake hands with the man and the calluses, my hands will bleed him.
Yeah, a small, soft-handed bloke like myself, I wouldn't even bother. I'd be afraid of the thought of shaking hands with those calluses.
You got a stiff jar of pickles, send it Geordie's way. Crack this, Geordie, you maniac.
But he's he's snuck up into third now, so he's progressing. So we've got 5 minutes to go. These heats, mate, you blink and they're over. So, we'll see if it's real neck and neck between second down to sixth. We got Jack Bow. He has been supplying the beers, but the beers were actually quite hard to get your hands on. Up here, we've been sitting here bloody with warm
There
beers.
you go. That's all you need to know. That's why he's in sixth place. The universe is dudding him there because he's been dudding us. It's unfortunate, Jack, if you're a little bit more generous
Here he is,
with
actually.
Schooner.
Oh, he had a shocker. Like, he should have supplied the boys up here with cold beers. And
Bucket of ice.
But
Few beers on the ice, and he would have got the score.
How'd you go in your heat, though? What was
I
your
got ripped off.
Get ripped
Yeah,
off.
it's typical.
You
Just
actually
typical. You show up here at Burleigh.
I felt that
Moses Legrace, oh my lord, watch out. Nearly just opened him up to a bit of the Thailand treatment there of the single fin, spread-legged. Watch out, coming at ya. Whatching?
me and Joel were commentating your heat, and we thought that maybe you were afraid to paddle past Margot.
Oh,
You wouldn't like.
Got to give the man his space.
Yeah,
It's Margot.
he's Margot. Like no one. But the thing is, he's so nice. He would let anyone paddle up his inside.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh well, Jed's probably fanning out over Margot surfing a heat with him.
Yes, let's be honest.
And you wouldn't take the inside, so therefore no wave. Because he didn't get a wave, and if he didn't get one, you obviously weren't going to get one. Being on his outside.
Oh,
my
that
God.
was the most stylish turn of
Humongous.
the event so far. In my
Who
opinion.
was that?
Was that Moses?
Fucking Moses,
Parting
dude.
the Red Sea with that stylish layback jam. That was sick. How was the body positioning? Kidding me?
Dude, Moses is, I actually am kind of blown away by how good Moses is surfing. I've seen him surf a bit, like, around town, but, mate, he's surfing better on the singly, like, now than I've seen on his shorty. Maybe it's his year, Moses.
Well, yeah, I mean, it could be. We're definitely entering some kind of biblical phase of plagues and famines and floods and fires. Wouldn't be surprised to see someone called Moses appear from obscurity and just start raining thunderbolts and lightning down the Burleigh lineup. They got that feel to it, 2022.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting the single fin when applied to the modern surfer's skill set.
Yeah.
You get some crazy just confluence of body positioning and like some real just crazy jazzy body lingo going down.
Without a doubt. Like
It's cool.
even in my heat then, I had an absolute smoker. And I was like, oh, like, we're on here. And as soon as I kind of misjudged my bottom turn, and it just put me out of sync for the whole wave. And it was an 8-point wave, and I'm pretty sure I got a 2 on it. But that was the single fin. That was the board. Because, like, your muscle memory kind of goes into shortboard mentality. You get to your feet, and you're like, okay, I'm up. Like, I'm going to go up and down real quick. And all of a sudden, you just go, bog, 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 bog. And then you've completely torched a bomb. So,
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's the beauty of, like, surfing these bloody boards in this comp. You got to adjust to the board and the wave, and you got to nurse it and surf it how they're supposed to be surfed. Because, like, no one really, if you want to watch a actual comp, you'll watch an actual shortboard comp, you know. So, but no, it's good.
Here we go.
Humbles you.
Moses winding up. Nice little slash out of the top.
Moses, dude, he's
Another
got the little
round.
drop knee thing, back knee going too. He's gnarly.
Wow, he's gnarly. Yeah, it's interesting what you say. I mean, sure, you're going to be out of rhythm at times. We're not really spending a whole lot of time surfing single fins, but when it comes together for that turn, there is no more satisfying feeling in surfing than getting one right in the sweet spot on a single fin.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, luckily this single fin that I have managed to get is legit good. It's I got a proper wave on it, free surfing it, and I was like, as soon as you get that back foot sweet spot, it clicks. You know, like you actually feel the drive and the arc and the out of a cut. It's hard because the waves are quite small and pockety. You don't really get carved sections.
That's right, yeah.
But the other day was a bit bigger, so you had a bit more opportunities for carves. But yeah, it is a crazy feel, especially on these boards that are, you know, so like 30 plus years old, you know, 40 years old. Like,
yeah, you can lapse into thinking, oh, you know, this thing's a pig, it's old, it's useless, and then all of a sudden you get that section and you do the turn perfectly, and you feel so ashamed for not having faith. You're like, oh wow, that felt amazing.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
board's incredible.
yeah.
Like, yeah, but it is. They demand a certain kind of wave and a certain kind of section. You just can't, you know, huck them around.
Nah,
on a
it's
thruster
actually
and
real
grovel and hop
humbling
around.
thing, especially for myself being a born and bred HP comp surfer, and then nowadays I like to ride different stuff, and it's you know, hats off to the crew who master these boards. You know, like there's a lot of good surfers, you know, the Al Nosts and like crew who ride these, you know, alternative, old school, traditional crafts, and they ride them unbelievably. And it's like, hats off to them, mate. Like, because it's a whole different style of surfing. Harrison Roach and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah.
But,
yeah, I mean, and they're all on that kind of more of a step up kind of single fin, not the performance type ones we're riding here. We're at this event, you know, competitors are generally on, you know, seems to be around about the 5.5 to 5.11s, like the magic number.
It's rare to see anyone riding the boards that you ride here at the single fin.
Well, like, I guess that was the point I was going to make, is that, you know, for me, single fins, the genius of them and the wave that they're most applicable to in a modern setting is slabs, or like perfect slabs. You kind of like, say, Bingen, you know, Temples, anything where, you know, you're getting that early entry into it and you don't have to pump it and make too much distance in the tube.
Yeah, like a
they're
perfect
incredible. A perfect
reef slab.
Perfect reef, hollow wave. I think they're incredible in conditions like that. They give you this early entry where, you know, a lot of the time in hollow waves, the struggle is just getting yourself under the ledge. Single fins seem to just keep you under the ledge with a couple paddles, and you have all this extra time in which to nail the drop and just, you know, assume the position, as we see Surf in White slashing. Jay Okalupo, son of the greats.
Should we have a bit of a breakdown here? We got a
stacked heat.
Stacked heat. We got Brad Gerlach, mate.
Gerlach, former world number 2.
What an absolute weapon of a bloke. He's living up here now on the Goldie.
Yep. Moved up from Torquay there.
And sharing his knowledge with his wave key surf coaching. And then we've got, obviously, Jay Ock, son of Mark Okalupo. Kind of needs no introduction there. We've got Steve Asmus, as he's up and riding. He's on a bit of a smoker.
Oh, the Newport Nuke, they call him.
He doesn't go right much. He loves lefts. It's crazy. His backhand is just deadly. And so he's out of his comfort zone here going right at Burleigh Point. Who else we got? Declan Sullivan, North End boy. Stratty, familiar face, gets a lot of cones over there. And then Rupert Partridge, Currumbin went to my school, legend, actually the mastermind behind Urban Surf.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Urban Surf cone facility. And then Reef Doig, another staple name around the Coolangatta Snapper Rock zone.
Yeah, Reef grew up in Burleigh, right?
Grew up in Burleigh, yeah, legend.
Sponsored surfer, or he was for a period
surfer.
there.
Yeah, good surfer.
Tube rider.
So we've got a bit of a stacked heat here.
Keep your eyes on Ger, though, just for a bit of old school style. One of the most stylish surfers of his generation. You know, could have won a world title, but just wasn't wired for that. Walked away from the sport, 27.
Yeah.
Kind of fell out of love with surfing for a while, as we see Jay Okalupo opening up a big front side hackaroo.
Yeah, it's
And then he stepped into that big wave realm, kind of on the vanguard of toe surfing with Mike Parsons there, Todos Santos, you know, Cortez Banks, 60 footers, like winning those kind of big wave awards way back when. So he's a proper, you know, he's a free thinking Renaissance man in every sense of the word. He's an icon.
He's an impressive bloke. Like, I don't know, he's my generation, well outside of my generation. I know the basics, but like, I would love to sit down with a beer with him and just pick his brain. Like, man, he must have done some crazy shit.
Oh,
like,
man. His tour stories, we had him on the podcast, actually.
Oh, yeah, you guys had him on the podcast, Swelling?
Yeah. With the 93 World Champ, Scum Valley's finest herself, Pauline Mensah, and Rod Kerbox-Key. You can listen to that one on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. But, yeah, a couple of stories from that period of tour surfing, the early part of his career. So loose, man. Holy smokes. In Japan there with, you know, Potts, Shmoo, TC, like just going ham. Yeah, I mean, it was...
it's pretty impressive to go so ham on that sort of spectre of life, and then go so ham towing Cortez Bank.
Yeah.
Was that before or after the big wave thing? Was that?
The big wave thing came later, so he's on tour, and I think that lifestyle burned a lot of people out.
Yeah,
it was,
for sure.
Drug and alcohol fueled. It was a period of hedonism and excess. 80s tour surfing. They were rock stars, but they were also very young. As we see, is it the man himself? It looks like Gert
This
or
wave
Doig?
kind of fizzled off. That was Reefy, yeah. That wave fizzled off. It looked real nice at the start.
There's a few lemons out there. There's more than a few, actually.
I'm pretty sure I sold Owen Milne in my heat a lemon. Called him into an absolute piece, and he fell for it. And the next one,
What a sucker!
What an idiot!
You idiot! You idiot!
Oh, so yeah, that goes to show.
Now we heard there was a bit of beef there, or
a bit of hoorah,
a bit of cheese even left over from the share house there. A bit of food theft going on.
Yeah,
beef, cheese, whatever you want to call
as
it.
his old landlord, I was a little bit
all you have to know.
A little bit, you know what? I'm going to sell this bloke on an absolute lemon.
Have a lemon. You've been helping yourself to eat cheese and beef all week, mate. Go and have a lemon.
I'm pretty sure he was eating cheese, like just straight cheese, out of the bag.
Oh,
like
that'd be what a grab in Rona season. Just plowing it, just gnawing it off the block.
Just grabbing cheese with his
Typical.
bare hands, his dirty Rona filled hands.
You can't expect much from a Sunny Coast native.
You know what? I give it to him though. He hasn't had the Rona, and I have. So
maybe he should be eating from his cheese block.
Yeah, maybe I should
get some.
Maybe I should get into his cheese packet and bloody give him my Rona after that. So, yeah,
that's true. Yeah, go on, give it to him. Hope you get the lot you must.
Yeah.
But, growing up in a sewer in West Wyong, it's bound to give you a bit of natural immunity, isn't it?
Mate, his immune system is unbelievable. Like, the guy's a brick.
Oh, look at
shit
this
house.
thing.
Oh
Stevie
my God.
Asmus!
Stevie Asmus, dude! This
the
is a
Bong Lord!
huge,
The Newport
huge score!
Dropping the hammer.
That is massive, dude.
Wow.
That is massive. He likes it too. He's
He likes it.
That was a claim. That 100% was a claim. Like, mate, that was huge, dude.
That was
It's
the
good to
turn
see.
of the heat, really.
I've never seen him go right. Like, it's crazy. He loves lefts, and I'll give it to him. He is unbelievable backside.
Wow.
But that right for him must have felt good. Like,
wow.
The crowd erupted too on the hill. Like,
Yeah,
viewers.
didn't they ever?
Like-
All 7 of them just went up. Hey, you can hear the chant ringing out across the rocks right now.
Yeah.
Smoos,
Ah,
they're saying.
Smoos,
As we see
Smoos.
Jay
Oh
Okalupo.
my God!
Wow.
That
Meat hack
was
deluxe.
unbelievable.
Are you kidding me?
That was genuinely unbelievable. That turn, dude. That was a full fin drift, mid-face. That was psycho. What a
Wow.
legend. Can we drum up a replay of that or something?
The
Can we get these-
conviction, the confidence in the equipment.
Mate.
He was feeling it.
What board? Where's the actual Raging Bull himself? Is he in heat today?
Oh, I think he's been knocked down with the Rona, but that was
no.
the old man would have been proud of that. Let's put it that way.
The old man have to see that.
They had
That was
plenty of
unbelievable.
senior mark in it, just a front side power gouge. That's what
Dude,
we're
that
talking
was
about. When you
brutal.
nail one on the singly,
Yeah.
it feels good, and that turn felt good. It felt good for me, Cruz.
Yeah, it was like foot on tail, foot on nose, just pure wrenching that
mate, he's
thing.
been doing his yoga because he had his feet 5 feet 11 apart.
Yeah,
That was wild.
Here we go. We got a rider up. We got Reefy Doig. He's kind of trying to get on the board here. He's in 4th. Rupinator not liking that one at all. Urban surf connoisseur, wave machine specialist.
Imagine how many cones he's packed on that beast mode.
I don't even.
No one would have milked it harder than Ruby.
Than Rupee, yeah. Yeah, I would get bored if I was packing cones and that. Here we go,
Oh.
up and over. Who we got here? Jay Ock again, mate.
watch
He's on
out.
fire,
Oh my god.
dude.
Oh my lord. Nearly.
Pretty low scoring heat though, you know. We haven't seen anyone break up into that range, that serious range to kind of put it to bed. hopefully Stevie Asmus, like, have we got a score in for him? I might check on Live Heat, see what we got there. Okay, we're drumming up a bit of a. We got Brad. Brad's wave key technology here.
Shows me where I might be a little bit stiff.
So this is this new coaching
completely, or I have some bad habit that I need to shake off. I want to capitalize on my surfs, and that's what wave key is. The real benefit is it helps the surfer capitalize on their surfs to get the most out of each surf, even if the surf is like 20 minutes. You know, maybe you can only surf on the weekends. Maybe you can surf only one day a week. You know, whatever it may be, you have to practice. So how do you practice when the waves are bad? When you can't, when it's dark, when it's, you know, you can't get to the beach. You don't, you know, you had to go work, whatever it is. You can practice doing wave key.
So that was Brad Gerlach's new wave key coaching technology. You can go tune in and get that knowledge on the net now. I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we got Dim back. Jed's
back.
bloody gone to get some sausages and some fruit.
What did I miss? Who's
it's
been
going
ripping?
ham. Jay Ox did this gigantic layback finner mid-facey thing.
Wow.
Stevie
Up the
Asmus
J-Ock.
did this crazy bloody
Stevie.
two-turner. Yeah, he barely goes right. We've got Pardo Rupert, the urban surf lord, overlord. He's had a couple.
Rupert.
And so yeah, the heat's still pretty wide open. We've got 7 minutes to go. Still need to see something to really get someone up into that proper scoring range.
Feels like it's
Where have
picked
you
up.
been?
I went and got a sausage on bread.
Oh, did you? Yeah. From where? What
It wouldn't be a single fin day without sausage on bread.
Yeah, it's good to know that they're down there.
Yeah, and how's how you can use your card to pay now?
For just
Like-
a sausage on bread.
What the hell? It's like a you know, like a lion's sausage sizzle
Sauce?
setup.
Sauce?
Sauces and everything, and they've got pay pass.
What? That's
They're like,
weird.
oh, how many sausages on bread would you like? Yeah, just one. Yeah, that's $3.
So you're talking what
I
bread?
just whipped out my phone and just paid for a good old fashioned Bunnings
So
snag.
you've got
with pay
white
pass.
bread
Yeah,
with a hot snag,
hot snag, onions.
curled up,
Gotta have onions.
onions,
Tomato
butter.
sauce. No butter. Just tomato sauce.
I wonder how much that cost to make. Here we go. We got Jay Ock on the inside.
Whoa!
That was what
Combo.
he needed to put this heat to bed. He's absolutely
To bed.
destroyed a knee-high runner on a board that is just like looking pretty sick. I don't know what the go is with that board, but he's turning it like a short board.
You got a bit of
Could be
board envy,
Joel's.
Cruz.
Oh, mate, I always have board envy here
Yeah.
of Joel's board in particular.
Yeah, I feel like you haven't nailed the board.
My
yet.
board works, but
Yeah.
I'm not complaining at all.
I
Like,
kind of feel like this is your year with the board, though.
I feel good with the board. Like, I definitely, Dan Jones reached out to me and said, mate, this year I have a board for you.
And
I
it
said,
looks
"Right,
good.
Here goes a Rupinator on a pretty sick one.
Rupinator.
Go up. He's done one little high line. He's got to finish this
Woof.
thing. Mate, that is huge. Right out,
Ah.
Rupinator. Bloody Rupert, dude. He never rides out. And that could cost him. He's in 6, but the door's open for the top 3 without a doubt.
Oh,
Bloody
he's moved
Rupinator.
from 6th to 5th after that.
Is that how quick the score was
Yeah.
locked in? Jeez, they're onto it.
Oh, so Jay's got a 5.5 and a 5.83.
Jay did one turn earlier.
One
Crazy
turn.
layback
5.5.
dinner thing. That was sick. And we haven't really seen too much. I'd like to see Gurr up, you know, like Gurr's obviously. Here we go. I think as he's up.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bang.
Crazy energy on this wave. Let
Yeah.
him go, man. That was nice, dude. He hasn't really had much.
Oh,
And then
here we
Reefy.
go.
Here we go. The boys are
Doigy.
activating now here at the end of this heat. There's a bit of hoorah going on, a bit of hustling here.
Was there?
To and fro.
Oh, look at him. Competitive guys. Yep. Oh, step off.
Who's on fire?
Steb.
Oh,
Steb is on fire out there in the yellow.
It'd be good to see old Stevie Asmus finally back up his wave. We
Wow,
got Jay
can we
Ock
just look at
again
this
on a
side
slingshot.
bender? Oh, he's picked a snapper grower.
Oh my God, dude.
Wow.
Oh, he turned in the wrong spot. He turned too early.
He almost got caught at the start, didn't he? And he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's
easy
that
to
big end section was.
It's easy
just
to sit up
asking for
here
it.
and
It was
buddy.
asking for a slapping.
It's easy to sit up here and carry on and
Carry on like
and-
a couch coach.
yeah, he blew it.
Yeah,
But
like.
it's
gosh.
actually the amount of waves that I blew.
If I was on that wave, I would have slapped that end section.
So
no,
funny.
you definitely wouldn't have. You would have
That's
gone
surfing.
up there and hit it and gone flying.
You mind surfing, you're always ripping,
Yeah.
but then when you get out there, you go, oh,
Tell you what, how
I
good's the
understand.
bit of talent starting to filter in through the pav, isn't there?
what do you mean? Oh,
Bit of talent?
Yeah, there's a few weapons starting to roll in. We've got some nice, single fucking weapons up
Wait,
here.
a couple of button-up shirts
Couple
undone.
button-up shirts. Finally, some beers from the beer guy.
Oh,
Right
I think
here.
I might have to crack one.
Finally, bloody Jack Bow from Gage
Maybe I'll
Brewing
let it
has
sit in the
finally
I'll let it sit in the ice
This
for
guy's been
about
carrying on all
5
day
minutes, I
trying to
reckon.
get beers going. You guys want cold beers? And there's been no beers up here, so
Dry
good luck.
January is now
It's
single
like-
fin ice cold.
it's been pulling teeth to get a
Buckets.
cold beer up here. I had
Yeah.
to go and buy a 4X schooner earlier, but we finally have some cold beers, everyone. Yeah, so we're on. But yeah, back to the surf.
I wonder if the single fin beer's paleo for young Jed. He's got his paleo
I
snack
think
pack.
we've got a paleo beer here. I think they do this sidetrack XPA paleo version. I'm pretty sure the caveman was smashing beers back in the day, right?
That's the 10%er.
Oh, we could. Whatever.
That's the 10% of the time when you're
Oh, this
allowed
is
to not eat
10%.
paleo.
No, it's 3.5.
No,
It's-
I'm saying, if you eat paleo 90% of the time, there's your 10% when you enjoy ice cold beer.
One more, hey. What do you want to
Oh, we're on our second. Oh, we've got.
What do
This
you
is
want
the
to
second.
do? I can
I'll jump in. I'll stay.
I'm literally getting pissed carrying on, so I don't really care.
Just stay. You got one more.
I got one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll come for a beer, I'll come.
Let's close this out.
Yeah, we're gonna go bloody throw to an ad break now. This heat's all wrapped up. Everyone's been washed down the beach, so I don't know if we're gonna have many waves ridden. So we're gonna go to a Billabong ad break and get this thing wrapped up. So Jay Ock with the win.
Jay Ock taking down Brad Gerlach. One of Ocky's ex-nemesis. Competitive. And we're going to go to that break.
Put up a TV for a minute, yeah, you said I'm feeling kinda sympathize, I guess. We'll drown out fears as one born babe.
25th anniversary. That's pretty massive.
25 years is a hell of a long time to run a comp.
25 years of one continuous contest.
It's our 25th wedding anniversary, eh?
Oh, it's a huge achievement for the club.
Pretty amazing for a small grassroots event to be 25 years going and getting stronger every year.
Starting in 1996, progressed so much, mate.
It's come a long way, like from the first comp where we had a little tent on the point to what it is now.
It's become like a full-on big festival on the point.
It's pretty much packed point like back in the Stubbies days.
Depth is growing too, like the surfing, the standard is amazing each year, and it's about surfing a single fin out of Burleigh and having fun. Mate, having fun is half the fun.
Our tribe gets out and surfs the old school boards. That's how we've looked at it.
It's a highlight of Gold Coast surfing calendar.
Single fin. The single fin's everything, mate.
Welcome back, everyone. We're at the Burleigh Single Fin 2022. It's me and Mitch Cruz. I'm here, Dimity Stoyle. And
Final heat of the day.
And we are going to talk some good surf talk. Ain't that right?
Yep. The final heat of the day today.
Of day one, big day one.
Of round one. And it's an absolute bloody barn burner of a heat. We got Schlossy, Kalen Schloss, legend bloke, Sunny Coast, Finn Blanchard. These boys have already got some waves. Ryan Gray, Turtle. He's looking to go far in this event. He's been pretty. He's been a staple in this event for a long time. We got Fabsy, Jai Brazinas, local Burleigh bloody legend. Bronson Wallace from the North End boy. And here we go. Who we got up? A little in and out. And then Joshy Highland, another Burleigh lad, local Core Lord legend, Burleigh board rider, to wrap this bloody event
we've got
out.
a fair few Core Lords.
Yeah,
in this
Core
heat.
Lord
Is this
out the
Bronson?
arse here. And then, yeah, so should be a good heat to wrap this event, this day up here and into a big day tomorrow.
And everyone is just so excited for finals day tomorrow, aren't they?
It should be a good day. Like, I think the sun's going to pop tomorrow, which will be nice.
That'd be nice.
I think the waves are going to get a little smaller, which I think will be better for the Rocky.
Yep.
It won't be just outside, won't be absorbing
true.
a lot of the swell. And then, yeah, so tomorrow should be a pretty good day. Who we got here? We got a bit of a fall off here. But yeah, I think tomorrow, Rocky, each day that northerly swell and northerly wind comes up, it'll make the Rocky better.
Yeah. Oh, here we got 3 surfers up and riding. Cameraman's only got one of them, but
up top. Yeah, I've only got one heat left.
who's this flying on this wave? Josh Highland.
Yeah, I did. I talked about the big spanner. Did you make the heat? You made the heat, eh? You made the heat on that last wave. Okay. Hey, I'll wrap this up and come down and find you for a beer. Yeah. So, yeah, what have we got going on here? Who's
we got a lot's going on.
Bronson's already put a 5.77 on board. That's huge. What a legend.
Think it might
Bronson
be
deserves to make this heat. He's put some hours in. He's ripping lately. And, yeah, so it'd be good to see him progress today. And he's in first position, so the door's open, ready to go for him.
Last heat of the day.
The boys are kind of out of position, though. I think they're...
look at the inside.
The inside's going loony bins right now. It's perfect J-Babe runners. And everyone's in no man's land up the point.
They're in Cruzy's dead section.
Dead section. Is that where I got stuck?
That's Cruzy's dead zone. Just up where yellow is.
Oh, wow. Someone is paddling into a
inside.
doozy. Joshy
Wow.
Highland. Boots. Can
Carve
we get
it.
a camera on this guy? He's ripping this wave. And he's Oh, it was all torso,
That's
but
right.
not
We got
much
to see
board.
it. We got to. It was all torso.
It was all torso and not much board.
Oh, the board needs to catch up with the torso.
Yeah, the board,
Shit.
like, we didn't get a visual on that on the Webby, but Joshy Highland was all torso and not much board, and unfortunately,
And zero leg action.
zero leg, torso,
Just all upper body.
but it was still a good score, so
Twist.
that'll put him in first, I reckon. And then we got Bronson paddling into a doozy. Let's go, son. He went over the fall.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
That's a hold down.
Oh, that was a single fin
Oh, he's-
maneuver if I've ever
He's
seen one.
grabbing his stuff. He's out there again.
I think he's pissed off at that.
He's pissed off. He's
yeah,
done.
he's not happy. Look at this. Deep. Going in from
We
deep.
got a little
Pull
kid
in.
coming here. Boom,
Ah.
little floater here. Finn Blanchard. What a legend. Little floater. He's on board. Tiny little kid. The tide's definitely drained right out.
Oh, yeah.
The Rocky is kind of disappearing, and it's more turning into more of an out the back thing. I'd
Yeah.
almost say. If anyone was, I wouldn't go ahead and throw that out as a strategy. But if anyone wanted to be a cowboy and go out the back, there could
Cowboy.
be some huge.
Well, I was a cowgirl out the
scores.
back this morning. I tell you what,
Yeah.
I was paddling. I was so far out the back.
Really, it was
Yeah.
all out the back this morning, was it?
Yeah.
No Rocky this morning.
No Rocky. It was too low.
Too low, yeah.
So we were cowgirls, Macy and I.
Were
the
you
way
and
out the back.
Macy in the same heat?
Yep.
Or?
Yep.
Sheldon was supposed to surf in the event. Where is he? He pulled out?
Maybe he's got the Rona.
Oh, he got the Rona.
Nah, I don't
Do you want
know.
to find out?
I don't know. We'll have to.
Find
get.
out.
We'll have to confirm those details.
Here we go. We got someone down the end. We got Ryan Gray. Turtle
Whoa.
puts. Oh, his inside rail just caught a little bit
I
under
did
the
see
front
though.
foot.
Sheldon was gurneying off the old single fin.
He was gurneying
in
his single
preparation
fin
for the
yesterday.
event.
Sheldon
so
Simkus, ladies and gentlemen, got a single fin and he was gurneying a single
the
fin.
dirt off it.
The dirt of it to get ready to surf it, and he's not here. So that could only mean a few things. It could mean he went out and he's all hung, which I doubt is the truth.
I'd say
or
not.
he got the Rona, which is more than likely the honest opinion.
Corona.
I reckon he's got the Rona. So we'll
All we can say now
we'll get
is
a confirmation
Corona.
on that. We'll find that out. We won't spread rumours.
Nah,
but
no
but
rumours here.
We'll get a confirmation on that, whether or not Sheldon Simkus has the Rona before you go putting it on the internet. And yeah, so
Before we go blasting that on the internet.
yeah, we need to Google that.
Wait.
Sheldon Simkus
Let's-
Rona 2020.
Let's confirm these details before we start rumours.
So yeah, it's a bit underwhelming so far. It's about to get halfway through the heat. We've got Bronson up in front, legend. He's got a couple decent scores. It'd be good to see him light one up though. We haven't really seen him proper light one up. And then be good to get see Schlossie on an absolute doozy. Schlossie in third
Sloshy.
place.
Sloshy's got a great style.
Mate, Kaylin is the sickest surfer. Like
Absolutely ripped.
when I was a grommet, he was on the junior series, kind of like one of the cool.
Definitely
sick
passion pot
dudes.
material, that
yeah,
guy,
he
isn't
was
he?
passion pot. Yeah, he was in passion pot surf movie. And then yeah, he was super gnarly, legend bloke, and really good goofy footer. Gets coned well, and yeah. But yeah, this heat's wide. I haven't seen
Yeah,
much
look
from
at
Fabsy either. Like Jai,
Is this a double
Fabzinas,
up on the
someone
inside?
wide. Can we get a
Go.
camera on this guy? Like someone wide.
Oh,
peak.
he's missed it.
He actually
Oh, he's-
physically missed it.
He
paddled
missed an
and missed
absolute doozy. Look at this thing.
Holy
wow.
Shit. He missed that wave.
Oh, there's waves
Oh, there's
going.
people flying around everywhere.
Yeah, wow. Oh, red on the wide peak.
Red, wide peak.
Carving it
we
up.
can't really get much
Here he
into.
is.
That's Kaylin. Boom.
Sloshy.
Kaylin down the beach, just putting one
Two-turn
to
combo.
bed. that'll solidify his spot because it's pretty
Oh,
pretty
wow.
open slather right now for that next place. Fabsy, here he is. Jai Brazinas, local Burleigh legend. Here he goes. He's on an absolute piece of a wave. What on earth? Like, maybe he's just getting to that point where
What
he's
are
getting a
these
bit of
surfers
anxiety. He needs to get a
riding?
wave.
Do they even know what
They're
a
riding
wave
single
is?
fins. Like, they're riding single fins. Nah, they're good.
Yeah, but you can battle onto a better wave.
Yeah, he definitely chose a bad wave.
And he's not the
Here we
only
go,
guilty one in this heat.
Yeah, there's been a lot of poor wave selection. It's
Oh.
tough out there, though. The tide's sucked out. It's almost a bit of a write-off in terms of the Rocky. It could almost be an inside job.
Down
but-
on the inside.
Someone's about
White's
to get
about to get.
coned.
Oh my god.
Whoosh, Turtle on
Off
an
camera
absolute smoker.
again.
Off camera. Turtle is going to town. He's done one big hack. And Ryan Gray, 6, may potentially put him in the top 3.
Tube. Here goes Black.
Black out
Tube.
front, just ran off on him. Oh,
yeah,
he
he's
made
muscled
it.
it.
That's
He's
a
muscled
count.
his way out of that.
Joshy Highland in second, got a full-blown huge barrel, and he's made it. So we'll see if
claimed it.
that. He
He's
claimed
muscled
it.
his way out of the
muscled
eyewash.
his way out of a crazy barrel, and he made it. So that will be a huge score.
I'd say it's going to be.
And then we got Bronson in first place.
Oh, he is
Guys
Bronson.
on fire, mate. Little head turn, little fucking another head turn.
Wow.
And here he
Just
is. He
all
kicks out. He's
torso.
over it. He's over it.
Ripping.
Ripping, mate. High level ripping right
Plenty of torso action in that one, Bronson.
A lot
Very
of-
nice.
there. A lot of torso, a lot of head.
Ooh, down the
Caitlin
beach.
down the beach, dude.
But didn't
Fire.
happen.
Look at this style, man. Look at that.
Whoppa.
Boom, bang. Oh, he caught rail in the lip. Caitlin's in second, but he's not safe. So we need to see whether or not someone can just really lock in that
It's an
second
absolute
spot.
dogfight for
Oh, it's dog eat
second,
dog.
third,
It's a bloodbath.
fourth, fifth, and sixth. It is absolutely anyone's game.
It's an absolute bloodbath.
Seriously, no one can hang on
It's
to
dog
it.
eat dog. It's mate versus mate. It's psycho. We've got Fabsy on a doozy.
Oh,
Boom, high
yeah.
line. This is what we like to see from Fabsy. And he got hit in the gut.
Doesn't complete that.
He got hit
He
in
had
the
all the
gut by the
speed.
wave, and the wave knocked him off. And it's still wide open. We're going to see someone paddle into something pretty good. No, man, it's coming down to 5 minutes. It's literally.
Oh, it's just all happening.
It's all happening. Like it's everything's driving to the pinnacle of the last heat of the day, and everyone's freaking out. The point is packed full of people, and they're losing it. I'm pretty
Everyone
sure
is
they all got the
freaking out
Rona,
over this heat. Like,
and they're spreading Rona all over.
and I don't think that they can believe their eyes of what's happening out in the water in this
People have got
last
Rona in their
20
eyes.
minutes. This 20 minutes has just been out of control with waves and action and snaps and lobster dives and
Grab us some. Grab some. Grab some. Oh, they icy cold. We finally got some
Deep,
icy
deep,
cold
deep.
beers up here.
Yes.
Jack Bow
Thank you.
has delivered us some ice.
Okay, dry
cold beers.
January is now turned into a ice cold
Finally.
single fin.
It's been like
Hey,
pulling teeth trying to get these
Cruisy.
beers up here.
Cruisy, what about this?
I'm joking. I'm joking, viewers. I've had a couple
Did everyone
beers.
hear that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Dimity's finally on the beers. She's going to probably go out again tonight. She always goes out to the pad and has a bit of a night.
Not tonight. I got a big final to prepare for tomorrow.
Yeah,
Single
yeah.
fin final.
3-peat for you tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm going for my third in a row.
Third in a row. Wow.
Yeah, hat trick.
That's
Single
out
fin
of
hat trick.
control. I would never know how that feels to win something 3 times. Or 2 times even. It's wild.
I feel like it's a
I've wiped the floor with like my roommates in table
yeah,
tennis multiple
yeah.
times.
I've heard.
But other than that, surf related, not many wins for me. Just a lot of losses.
Just a lot of big heat wins.
Don't want to open an old wound or anything, but.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Don't want to open up an old wound.
Here we go. We got Joshy Highland. He needs to get going, man. He's in fourth. He's just not picking the right one. So we've seen Fabs. He's jetted up into second place. What a legend. He's finally got one on the board, and we're coming down to 4 minutes to go. We got Blue is on a doozy. Bronson, nice little high line, first place, and finish this thing.
Ooh, bang.
Good way down the heat.
Nice wave for Bronson.
Yeah, legend. He's getting his back up. He's getting it done.
Should we just say extending his lead?
I'd say extending his lead there. He hasn't really had another one.
Can we
so
just admire the fact that Bronson is now in red on our screen, and he's clearly in blue.
So Bronson has had a colour change. We got Kaylin up.
Kaylin's up in the red.
Oh, Kaylin's in red, yes. So we've had a strange colour change.
On our screen, but lucky that we are experienced commentators and
Commentators
we know
and
you can't believe everything you
competitors.
see on the screen. Ain't that right?
Yeah, you can't believe what you see.
Just because it's on TV screen doesn't mean it's correct.
Don't believe what you see on TV, ladies and gentlemen. That is the key lesson that we're trying to give out at the Burleigh Single Fin.
So
a lot of propaganda out there.
Yes, propaganda.
Yeah.
It's neck and neck between fourth. Look at Josh Hyland, 6.33 total. He only needs another.
Joshy Highland
point
come
to
unstuck
move
on that
into third.
doozy, and he stuffed the
Pressure's
doozy.
on.
We've got Fabsy
Oh,
on
Jai.
an absolute bomb. Jai
Wow.
Brasinas is putting this heat to bed. He's
Let's
down
get
the
him on the
beach
screen.
and bullets.
Because
He's
that is
finished
real.
his wave, and there is a huge score incoming for Jai.
Wow.
He's even still going. Like, he's going on this wave, and there he is. Like,
Wow.
he's just kicked out in the
Look at another
creek.
inside
And then we've got
doozy of a
another
wave
one here.
for
We got
White.
Turtle, the old boys, the old boys,
What's
bang!
Here we
This is
go.
a huge exchange here. These boys are going to go rocket up into first and second, I'd imagine.
Seriously, this heat's wide open.
It's
I can't
wide
see why
open.
not.
Like, Jai has now got probably the best wave of the heat. We're going to go across to Joshy Highland. He's on a bit of a runner. He needs to smash this thing, though.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What the hell?
No.
An air reverse on a single fin.
Air guy.
Has that ever been done?
As an air guy, how hard is that, Cruz?
I don't know. I've never done one.
You're an air guy.
No, but that was crazy. In all honesty, that was crazy. He didn't ride out of it, so
Yeah,
it's probably
well.
a 0. But it was still crazy that he did that.
That was the best
Still-
looking 0-point ride I think I've ever seen.
Mate, that was a crazy air reverse on a single fin.
That was a
on
0.
a 1 foot wave, and it was a 0, which was that's the beauty of comp surfing.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, you get a 0 for that. So
yeah.
anyway, so there we
Get
have
back
the
out
scores
there.
got back in. We got the scores for Jai
Ryan
and
Gray
Turtle.
has just
They're up
zoomed
in the
up
second and third. We got Schlossy needing something. We got the kid. Here he is, Finny. That wave just didn't work out for young Finn. It's just,
That looks like an Axod, that board.
you can't get an Axod out here.
That looks like definitely not pre-1985. Looks like an Aldo.
Oh, we'll turn a blind eye for
2021.
him. We'll turn a blind eye. Here we go. Who we got in red? Oh, no. Schlossy. This is
Kalen.
huge for Kalen. He's trying to
the
get
wave has
something.
just turned.
His wave's gone to... Oh, no. It's actually...
Bonus-
what? That was
bonus
a
section.
nice turn. He needs
Oh.
something else, man. He
That
just
was
couldn't
really
find
hard
it. Who else we got off the end here? Joshy again, way down the
Oh.
beach. Everyone's freaking out and they're catching waves.
Everyone's
like
freaking out because the
they're-
heat's over.
They're catching
That's
waves
it.
all that out.
Done.
Oh, the heat's over. So they're freaking out. The heat's over. We've got Bronson first.
Look at that,
Jai Brasina's second. Turtle third. What a heat.
Kalen's missed out by 0.1.
Well, Kaylin could be waiting for a score, but
That's a tough one.
But,
I don't know. I just
yeah,
The
but
wave.
yeah, so that's us for the day. That was the last heat of the day. Good first day of the Burleigh Single Fin. What
What a huge
What
day.
a huge day.
Hope everyone had fun.
I wonder if everyone on the point, there's millions of people on the point. I wonder if they're all going to have the Rona. It's
think
going to
they'll
be
be
an
fine.
interesting day.
They're outdoors.
Yeah, they're outdoors. Everyone's fine. There's Surfers Paradise. Look at that. Surfers Paradise. A crazy view of the city.
Gotham City.
The craziest city right there. Is that, what a weird city that place is.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming. We're going to tune out.
We'll
We're
see
going to
you
get
tomorrow.
out of here.
We're
See you
so
tomorrow.
excited.
We're out of here.
Finals
I've got
day
to take
tomorrow.
a piss. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. The Burleigh Single Fin by Billabong and Get It India.
To the disco top.
My old man was Peter Crawford. He was a fanatical kneeboarder. This is like one of his cameras that he used to use. It's pretty famous. It's a Nikonos, but a lot of Dad's iconic shots are shot on this one, simple one. But these archives are like massive. It's like, they're just fascinating, like the MR, DY, Indo. It's amazing to see Dad's iconic images re-imaged and to see his legacy live on.